Lander Tiger sports fans. The Lander Valley Lady Tigers are on the air from Wheatland's Bulldog Gymnasium down here in southeast Wyoming. Kind of a windy day today. And I tell you what, we didn't get blown off the highway. So that's the good news. The also good news is in the preliminary game to this one, the Lander Junior Varsity defeated Wheatland's Junior Varsity 37-32. And in the first meeting between these two varsity teams this year, the Lander Valley Tigers beat the Wheatland Bulldogs in the Douglas tournament by a score of 60-33. And that was back in December on the 18th. When the boys were in Lander and the girls were in Douglas. I'm Ernie Over. With me today, Jerry Muchmore. And thank you for joining us today on KFCW 93.1 and on WYO Today YouTube. We're coming to you from the very top of the Wheatland Gymnasium, and the sound from the Wheatland band is reverberating. I'm sure you can probably hear that. But, Jerry, we've got a very high vantage point today.
Yes, we are up here in the rafters, as they say. It's a great view. Right now, the band is pretty rocking and rolling, so it might be a little difficult to hear us. But with big difference from Rollins, where we were courtside. Now we're up in the rafters.
Yeah, that's the way it is in Wyoming. Each gymnasium has a different feel to it. This gym was built about the same time the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse was constructed in the early 1970s. The Carey Fieldhouse went up in 1968. And just like the Carey Fieldhouse, this building has been remodeled several times. They have chairback seats in the lower level and new bleachers in the upper level. And we're at the top of the upper level. And it's been a gorgeous day here in Wheatland today. It has been a little bit windy, but the temperature is hovering right around 25 degrees.
Yeah, a little bit colder than Lander. It was a beautiful drive in. We saw, obviously, the reservoir that was built that made this into farmland so they could grow some wheat here, and also the power companies.
Yeah, the Laramie River Station power plant is just a few miles out of Wheatland, and it's in full bore. And when we drove past Glen Rock, the Dave Johnston power plant was also going full bore, full bore. Yeah. Whatever that word is.
Yeah, there was plenty of steam coming out of it.
That was it, yeah.
Plenty of steam coming out
Plenty
of those,
of steam coming out.
Those towers.
The Wheatland Bulldogs are led by a junior, Shaden Davis, who averages 10 points a game. And we are going to start this broadcast with the national anthem. So stand by. And we will hear, I don't know if it's the band going to play it or they'll have a recording. All right, we're going to rise and remove our hats and listen to the national anthem. Please join us. Well, that certainly was an unusual version of the national anthem performed by the Wheatland High School band here.
Yeah, but it always sounds good with an orchestra. It was beautifully done.
It was very nice. And now we are going to have the, I think, the starting lineups announced here for the Lander Valley Tigers. We're going to go like this. We're going to have Daisy Goklish, a junior, scoring 11 points and 5 rebounds a game. We'll have Lysel Edelman, a senior, scoring 3 points and 2 rebounds a game. Maddie Arnich, a junior, scoring 3 points and 4 rebounds a game. Paisley Hollingshead, a junior, scoring 6 points and 5 rebounds a game. And Dagan Reinhardt scoring 7 points and 6 rebounds a game. And the first sub that'll come in will be, let's see, Alicia Oldman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Okay, now we're going to have the
Alicia
introduction
Oldman's in right
of
now,
the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've got Sydney Selcomridge. And number 3, France. Number 4, Abby Spinning.
Number 14.
And number 14, Slater Skordas. And one more.
23.
And Kate Hernandez. Okay, those are the players for the Wheatland Bulldogs. We'll have Selcombe Ridge, France, Abby Spenny, and Kate Hernandez. And, of course, the Lady Tigers have seen this team already in the tournament. And it'll be interesting to see how they perform on the Wheatland home floor. So it's going to be Hollingshead going up against against Slater Skordas, Skodas, Godas. Here high above the gym, we have our vantage point. Lander gets the rebound.
Doesn't say any photo.
What?
We don't have a stream.
Yeah, I know.
No.
We're going to do it old radio style. We don't have the screen.
Nope.
Okay.
For the customers.
Shot is up, off, not good. Rebound goes to Lander Tigers. Here is a shot in the corner, comes back outside. Not a shot, but a pass in the middle of the lane. Here is Maddie Arnich, and she has the ball taken away from her. And that is the first turnover for the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. Here's a shot by Hernandez from outside three-point range. It's not good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Lander Valley Tigers. So 1 turnover in the game for the Wheatland Bulldogs, and now here they come down the court, the Lander Tigers. It's Daisy Goklish, goes all the way, throws up a shot. She was hammered, no call. And the rebound goes really quickly to Molly McGuire. McGuire on the near side to Lily Anderson. Anderson on the far side outside. Here's a long shot up, off, not good. Rebound is up, off, not good. Lander pulls down the carom. And we have a foul right away on Lily Anderson. That is her first personal foul and the first team foul on Wheatland in this first quarter. So there's no score. We've played down to the 6:41 mark of the first period. Here's Goklish for the Tigers across the timeline. Great big yellow W in the middle of the floor here with a big growling bulldog. Okay, on top of the key, it's Hollingshead. Yeah, Hollingshead gives it off to Arnich. Now on the far side, Oldman. Oldman drives, puts a shot up off the glass. No, not good. Rebound goes to Lander. They kick it out to the outside. With it is Reinhardt. Now Goklish has it across the court. Underneath the basket, back to Goklish on top of the key. Goklish dribbles toward the baseline, hands it off outside. Here's a drive. Nope, not good. And there's the rebound. Shots up, off, not good.
Yeah, that was Paisley trying, but missed shot.
Okay, here come the Wheatland Lady Bulldogs down court. With it is Lily Anderson. Anderson on top of the key right now. Far side outside to Maggie Hicks. Hicks in the corner and then back outside again. Now on the near side, it's Lily Anderson. Anderson drives the lane, puts up the shot in. So Anderson gets the first 2 points of the game, and it goes 2-0 Wheatland on our Wild Today scoreboard. Down court, here's the Lander Valley Tigers. Shots up and good. Nice shot that time, and I believe that was Paisley that did that.
Oh, that was Dagan.
Oh, was that Dagan?
Uh-huh.
They look exactly
Yeah,
alike.
they do.
And from up here, it's hard to tell them apart. Okay, there's a shot from the outside by Anderson. Not good. Rebounded by the Tigers off to Goklish. And they come the other way, going right to left on the floor here in Wheatland. There's a long shot up but by Oldman, off not good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. They're going to bring the ball down the court rather deliberately. Anderson now over to Shaden Davis. Davis back to Anderson. Long three ball hits and bounces off, not good. Lander gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Wheatland after the rebound. No, they're going to call it on Lander.
No, just out of bounds. When she got the rebound, Oldman, she stepped on the line.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad because it sure didn't look like a foul.
Yeah, we don't want to give her a foul this early in the game.
Okay, here's Anderson to take it out. Underneath the basket, outside to Dawson. Dawson's going to shoot for three. It's in and out. Not good. Lander gets the rebound. And the outlet pass, one-on-one. And there's a foul. And it's going to go against Bianca Lawson. Her first personal foul. She is a junior. And that's the second team foul on the Wheatland Lady Bulldogs. So Lander has it out of bounds on the far side. And it's Goklish now crossing the center line. Goklish. Bounce pass underneath the lane. Shots up by Maddie Arnich. No, not good. Just a little bit too strong. Rebound goes to Wheatland all the way down. Anderson underneath the basket. Hands it off. Shots up, not good. Rebound, not good. Lander comes away with the rebound. And they have got a 2-on-2 underneath the basket. Layup is good by Goklish. Nice layup by Daisy. And Lander goes up on top now, 4-2 on our Wild Today scoreboard. Underneath the basket, there's a mishandle, a turnover. Lander has the ball down court. There's the pass knocked away, picked up by the Tigers. On the near side, here's Old Man on top to Hollingshead. Hollingshead, little hook shot is not good. And it's rebounded underneath the basket by Anderson, who will bring it back down the court for the Bulldogs. And she drives the paint, puts up a shot. No, not good. Lander boxing out and has the ball taken away. The rebound shot is up and good by Anderson. So it is now a tied game, 4-4. Scoreboard. And we have a substitution coming in now. Is Hayden Sisson for the Wheatland Bulldogs. 3:02 to go here, first period. We're all tied up at 4. Kind of a low-scoring start to this one. Far side outside. We have Sisson down court to Houston. Houston shot. Oh, it's way off the mark, but picked up by Wheatland. Now the ball's on the floor underneath the basket. Shot is up. Not good. Lander rebounds. And the outlet pass. Tigers have a one-on-one underneath the basket and a travel or a foul. We're going to have a foul on Lander? No, she must have had a turnover. That could not have possibly been a foul. And it wasn't, thank goodness. Okay, for the Tigers, there's their first turnover. Long pass down court, 2.5 minutes to go. Wheatland on the attack, underneath. And now on the outside, Anderson tries to drive it in. Underneath, shot is up and not good by Molly McGuire. And Wheatland gets the rebound. The next shot is up, and it goes in by Sisson. That's 2 points for her, and it goes 6-4 now with 2 minutes to go here in the first period of play. Lander on the attack. Here's Hollingshead. Throws it in the corner to Goklish. Goklish can't shoot, so she backs out on the other side of the line. On the near side now, here's a long three-pointer that hits the front of the rim. Not good. And Wheatland will have the ball. Kind of hectic action here, Jerry.
Yes, we're having technical difficulties, unfortunately, also, which I'm trying to solve, but
Yeah.
we'll just go from there.
All right. So 1:49 to go. Bulldogs 6, the Tigers 4. Lady Bulldogs bring the ball down the court with Peyton Unrein. Unrein has the ball taken away from her. Nice turnover by the Lady Tigers defense. Down court, Goklish can't shoot. On top of the key now, Maddie Ernich back over on the near side. Goklish has it outside the three-point line. Now in the corner. Back out on top again. Driving the baseline, hands the ball off, and she's out of bounds. Well, there shouldn't be any trouble seeing the out-of-bounds line because there's two different colors of blue, a very dark blue and a very light blue down there. Yeah, and she just ran right out of bounds before throwing the ball.
Yeah, she was cutting underneath the baseline, and the passer just didn't realize she was out of bounds. But you should cut. Well, anyway, here we are.
Anderson with the ball on the near side on the right-hand wing. She drives the baseline underneath, shots up and good by Madison Lang. And that is Madison's first points of the game, and it goes 8-4. Wheatland has doubled up Lander. There's Goklish, long outside air ball. Pulled out of the air with 44 seconds to go. Wheatland brings the ball down court. Slowly, it's Anderson. In the corner to Molly McGuire, back to Anderson. Across the court it goes to Unrein. Unrein on the other side drives the baseline and is fouled going to the basket. So we'll have a personal foul. And the foul goes against Maddie Arnich.
Mm-hmm.
That's her first and the first team foul with just 26 seconds to go. So at the free throw line, it's Sisson, and she nails it. She'll have one more fouled in the act of shooting. 26 seconds to go here, first period, 9-4, Wheatland. Next shot by Sisson is also good. So she gets them both. She has 4 points now. The junior averages only 2 points a game, and she has 4. Tigers down court, underneath the basket, blocking foul going to be called on Wheatland. And that's going to go against number 5, Hallie Houston.
Yeah, Riley caught the pass and was going for a basket, and she got forced out of bounds.
Yeah. And the call was made with 20 seconds to go here, first period. 10-4, Wheatland with the lead on our WYO Today scoreboard. Well, I don't know why the officials are waiting. The coach for Wheatland was giving instructions, and they waited for him to finish.
Well, a little hometown cooking, perhaps?
Yes, maybe. Maybe there's a ball knocked away. Turnover by the Lady Tigers.
Yeah.
And the reciprocation right away by the Wheatland.
Yeah, she traveled there, tried to get ahead of her steps.
Yep. 3 turnovers, Wheatland, 3 by Lander. Lander has 13 seconds to go here. First period, Goklish to take it out of bounds for the Lady Tigers. Long pass inbounds in the paint. Now on the far side, Maddie Arnich lays it up, and it rolls in.
Yeah, that was number 21, Riley.
Oh, that was Sprees?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Lander has green numbers trimmed in white, and they're very hard to see from this altitude. But that's the end of the first period of play, and our score after 1, the Wheatland Lady Bulldogs have 10, and the Lander Lady Tigers have 6. We'll be back on KFCW 93.1. Okay, I forgot we don't have ads here. So we are in Wheatland, and we are in a timeout. Looking at the scoring, Daisy Goklish has 2 for the Tigers. Riley Sprees has 2, and Dagan Reinhardt has 2 for the Tigers. A total of 6 points here in the first period. And This is the lowest point total Landers had in the first period in a long time.
Yeah, it's a slow start. I don't know if it was a long travel on the bus, but they're slowly waking up. And let's see how this second quarter goes here, Ernie.
All right, so we are getting ready to go. And it'll be Wheatland having the ball out of bounds. They just remodeled this gymnasium again, and they put in chair back seats in the lower section, the section below us here. So Wheatland inbounds the ball, and Anderson will bring it down for the Lady Bulldogs over to Shaden Davis. Davis has it. Back over to Anderson. In the middle, ball almost taken away. There's a layup that goes in by Molly McGuire. McGuire's first points of the game, and the score goes to 12-6. Underneath the basket, the ball gets away, and it'll stay with Lander. Tipped out of there. Lander tried to get it underneath the basket, and there are too many Wheatland Bulldogs there. Unfortunately, they touched it.
Yeah, they converged on it pretty quick, so we're lucky we're underneath the basket.
Okay, here's Maddie Arnich to Goklish on the far side. Long three-pointer by Oldman is not good. It's an air ball all the way down underneath the basket. Layup, no, not good. Lander gets the rebound on the missed shot by Shaden Davis. Goklish in the backcourt now crosses the timeline on top of the arc. Now over on the far side it goes. Now the near side, and there's a steal by Wheatland, and all the way, Anderson lays it up and in.
Yeah, risky pass to Oldman. No one's coming back to help her. Now Daisy has it, dribbling up court.
8-point lead by Wheatland's Lady Bulldogs, 14-6 here on their home court. Last time these two teams met, then we have a double dribble. Fifth turnover by the Lady Tigers, so uncharacteristic. Last time these two teams met, Lander won 60-33. Wheatland off to a very fast start in this game. Bulldogs have 14, the Tigers 6. 6:53 to go here, first period of play. Maggie Hicks brings the ball down to Anderson. In the middle it goes to McGuire. McGuire can't shoot, fires it back out on top. Anderson has it again on the near side. Anderson underneath the basket to McGuire. Shots up and good. So the Lady Tigers find themselves down by 10, 16-6. Here's a shot from inside the lane. Off, not good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs, who will bring it all the way down the court. There's Anderson just outside the arc on the right-hand wing. She goes across the court to Davis. Shaden Davis back to Anderson on the near side. In the corner to Maggie Hicks. Now back out to Anderson. Anderson drives toward the baseline, kicks it over to Hicks. Hicks across the court it goes. There's a shot up and not good. And the Lady Tigers get the rebound. Nice rebound by Maddie Arnich that time. Tigers come down into the forecourt. Far side, midway between the two lines. Here's a pass underneath. Oh, nice give and go. Shots up. Oh, and their layup is missed.
Yeah, Dagan had a good opportunity there.
And the rebound goes to Wheatland. They come down to 5.5 minutes to go until halftime, leading by 10, 16-6. On the near side, Anderson for three, and it's not good, but the rebound goes to Davis underneath the basket to McGuire. Shots up off, not good. Tigers fight for the rebound and come away with it.
Yeah, that was Maddie. Nice board.
A nice board by Arnich down underneath the basket. Could not shoot. Here is in the corner, now outside. On the near side, here is Hollingshead. Drives the baseline. Hook shot up. Oh, a little bit too long. And it goes off the rim. Not good. So we go the other way, left to right on the floor here at Wheatland High School. Here's Anderson in the middle to Unrein. Her shot's not good. Lady Tigers get the rebound. Nice rebound that time by the Tigers, and throw it and save the ball with 4:44 to go, first period. 16-6, Wheatland with the lead. Here we go, underneath the basket. The ball is stolen away. Another turnover by Lander, all alone. Shot's not good. The rebound goes to the floor, and I think we'll have a held ball, and it'll go to Lander.
Yeah, it looks like Dagan dived on the floor there.
Good hustle by Reinhardt.
Yes, absolutely.
And coming in for the Tigers now. Yeah, let's see. Trying to recognize the faces from this high up. Maybe you can help me, Jerry, when we get him going. Okay, Tigers bringing the ball down on the far side outside.
Number 15 checked in for Lander, Ernie.
Okay, that's Dockery.
Yep.
There's a shot up and off, not good. Rebounded by Wheatland all the way down. Anderson throws it up, and she's fouled. We are opposite of the official scorer's bench, but I think that one goes against Paisley. First personal, first team foul against Lander in the second quarter. Okay, Anderson at the free throw line. She nails it. She's the leading scorer so far by Wheatland. She now has 7 points. 4:08 to go, halfway through the first half of play. Second shot, good. So she gets them both, and it goes 18-6, 12-point lead. Tigers come down the court at the free throw line. Handoff goes to Hollingshead. To Reinhardt.
That's Daisy. Yep, Paisley has the top of the key. Back to Oldman.
Yep, Oldman now back on the top of the key to Reinhardt on the far side outside to Dockery. Dockery has it now, almost a steal, and having trouble controlling the basketball. She finally gets it out. There's Reinhardt now with it underneath the basket. She can't shoot. Dockery will. It's way short, pulled out of the air by Wheatland.
And they stopped the fast break. They got back on D very fast. That's good.
Anderson drives the baseline. Hook shot is up. Good. Anderson now with 9 points in the game, and it's 20-6. Wheatland with the big lead over Lander.
This is new territory for us, Ernie.
Yeah, we've never seen. And there's another steal by Wheatland. Layup by Anderson. No, but she draws the foul.
Yeah, that was Paisley coming back on defense and got her with the body.
3 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Second period until halftime. Wheatland 20, Lander 6 on our Wild Today scoreboard. So the foul goes against the Tigers. Shots up, good. Anderson now with 10 points in the game. She's the leading scorer. She averages 24, so that's no surprise. And she's a junior, so good things ahead for Wheatland. 3 minutes to go here, first half of play. Second shot hits the front of the iron. Lander gets the rebound. Tigers out on a 2-on-2 break. Underneath, shots up and rims in and out by Goklish. Boy, that was almost a nice one. Too much spin on the ball. That spun right out.
Lander's back in the 2-3 zone.
Yep. And avoiding the trap is Anderson. She gets it off and a timeout called by the coach of the Wheatland, Eric Jones, by the Wheatland Bulldogs. And we'll keep it right here. So a 30-second break this time. And Jerry, the Tigers don't look like the Tigers.
No, they are definitely slow-footed today, getting a bad start. They're running their same plays. Unfortunately, the baskets aren't just falling. They're kind of rimming out, in and out. Looks like their offense is set the same. They're still doing the same routine and the same cuts. Just having bad start.
21-6 is our score right now. Lander hasn't scored in about 10 minutes. The Tigers' lid is on the basket pretty securely.
Yep.
Tigers need to break that, get back on the scoring front here, Gary.
Yeah. Looks like Maddie's back in. And Riley Speed's number 21.
Okay, here comes Wheatland now. There's the inbounds pass. And it goes on the far side to Shaden Davis. Now to Peyton Unrein, back to Davis. In the middle, ball's knocked away. Picked up by the Tigers.
Yeah, Riley's got it.
And
she was tied up.
Whistle. And, we got the turnover and then lost it. So they called a foul on that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they called a foul on Shaden Davis. So that is the first of the second half for Wheatland. Only 3 fouls called so far. Here's a nice shot by Goklish. Oh, it's an air ball. She didn't put enough oomph on it. Wheatland gets the rebound, brings it all the way down the court. With it is Haiti Sisson. Sisson on the near side now to Shaden Davis on the elbow, moves it across the court to Davis. Davis in the corner from the baseline. Shot is up. No, not good. An air ball. Rebounded out of the air by the Tigers. And we go the other way. Little bit of full court pressure here by Wheatland. First time we've seen that.
Yeah, slowed down Dagan a little bit, but we got to cross the line in time.
Here's Goklish on top of the key now, and her shot is partially blocked.
Yep.
Pulled out of the air by Peyton Unrein for Wheatland. Unrein all the way down, knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Maddie coming back on D was able to slow that fast break down. Otherwise, it would have been an easy two. Good move.
Nice move by Arnich. 1:30 to go here in the first half of play, 21-6.
Yeah, we need to break double digits here. Let's get a couple of baskets.
Yeah, Lander hasn't scored in a long time. Uncharacteristic of the Lady Tigers. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes around the horn. With it is Davis. Davis back to Anderson, who almost traveled. Her shot's off the glass, not good, but rebounded by Dawson for Wheatland. Goes around the horn. Back to Anderson now. Anderson just outside. Throws it across the court. In the corner. On the baseline, can't shoot is Hicks. Nice defense. It goes on top for a three-pointer. Not good. Tigers rebound. And they've got a fast break going. Here's Goklish in the lane. Shots up. Oh, it rims off. Not good. A little bit too short. 1 minute to go. Wheatland rebounds. Far side outside is Shaden Davis. Off to Anderson. Back over to Davis. In the corner. Shot is good for 3 points. That was Dawson who got that one. And Wheatland starting to really pull this one away. 18-point lead, 24-6. We're down to half a minute to go here in the first half of play. Lander certainly looks out of sorts. They haven't been able to get anything in the basket since very early in the first period. Here's Hollingshead. Gives it off to Goklish, loses the basketball, and it's on the floor, picked up by Wheatland. Wheatland, and there's a travel. That's a turnover. Well, Tigers lucked out that time. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Lander will have the last shot.
Plenty of time for a shot. I think coach is hollering out a play. Let's see what happens here.
Presumably the last shot.
We could use 10 shots, couldn't we?
Yeah. 24-6, Wheatland is leading Lander. Wheatland only scored 33 points the first time these two teams met, but we're on their home floor. Goklish brings it down, almost fouled there. 6 seconds to go, 5, down to 3. Goklish turns, shoots, and goes in.
All right, we get a nice closure of that quarter, first half.
Well, the Tigers only scored 2 points in the second period, and the halftime score is Wheatland 24, Jerry, and Lander 8. So, well, I know Drew Powell will have a few things to say to the Lady Tigers in the locker room, as this was very uncharacteristic of the Tigers in this first half.
Yes, nothing seemed to flow very good. Their defense wasn't anything spectacular. They got a few turnovers, but nothing off a stellar defense. Haven't seen a full court press. Maybe they're a little bit tired from last night's game.
Well, the Tigers have had the shots. They just haven't gone in.
Yeah.
And just like Lander's pressing defense, Wheatland's has resulted in 8 turnovers by Lander. And Wheatland only with 5 turnovers themselves. It's halftime, and let's take a look at our scoring here on YO Today Media. For the Wheatland Bulldogs, Shaden Davis has 1 tray for 3 points. Hayden Sisson has 1 basket and 2 for 2 from the free throw line for a total of 4 points. Molly McGuire has 4 points. And Madeline Large has just 1 field goal for 2 points. And Lily Anderson, who averages 24 points a game, She has, let's see, 11 points in the game right now as the leading scorer in the contest. And she had 7 points there in that second period, Jerry. 3 for 3 from the free throw line and 2 field goals. She's quite the athlete.
Yeah, she's looks similar to how we saw her last time we played. She did pretty good for them also.
Oh, I think the Wheatland cheerleaders grabbed the wrong banner because they've got one down there that says touchdown. They're probably just recycling it. So, Wheatland, one of the few communities that still has cheerleaders in the eastern part of the state. Of course, Lander doesn't. And some of the schools up in the Bighorn Basin all have cheerleaders, but not so much. I think Mountain View and Lyman in our quadrant have cheerleaders. They don't have them in Pinedale. I know that.
Must be maybe our student body just more involved in the athletics and sports, and they're doing everything else during the basketball season.
Well, of course, Lander has an awful lot of sports, too, that the kids participate in. For the Lady Tigers, Daisy Goklish, the leading scorer at halftime with 4 points. Riley Spreece has 2, and Dagan Reinhardt has 2. Very low production here for the Lander Tigers. I can't remember when the Tigers only scored 8 points in a half.
Yeah. And you've been covering them for quite some time, Ernie. So let's see what they have in mind. Let's see what they're going to come back after halftime with.
Well, last night against Mountain View, last night against Mountain View, the Tigers had 22 points at halftime. Now only 8, so well below their scoring average. And, of course, immediately following this game, Jerry, we'll have the boys' game. And Lander comes in with a record of 7-3, I believe.
8-3 with the win last night.
Yeah, the win over Mountain View last night. And Finn McFadden had 13 last night. Noah St. Clair had 14. Pax Hollingshead had 11. And they're just missing double figures. We had Darian Herford with 8 and Brenner Coleman with 8. That must be the Wheatland fight song going on now. Everyone is clapping along with the band. I counted there are 8 band members down there, Jerry, and they're making some good music.
Yeah, they're very versed there.
And of course, this is a recorded song here. This isn't the band doing this. Yep. Well, we're experiencing some issues here in the technical realm.
Well, you're being kind on issues. Yeah, we don't have any sound for the ads, and we don't have any picture for our customers.
Well, things happen. Fortunately, this is a non-conference game, and it's on the road. We've got about 5 minutes to go until halftime. That's why you're hearing us nonstop talking so far. So the Tigers, of course, were missing Brianna Lincoln and Hayden Goggles, 2 of our top scorers, and they both were out this week with injuries. Brianna on Monday had a little knee twist, and Hayden had a similar incident 2 weeks ago. So they are sitting this game out, trying to get healthy for the start of our regular season. And the Tigers, after this game, will go back into conference play. Next weekend, the Tigers and Lady Tigers only have one game, and it's on the 23rd at Lyman. And then on the 30th, the Tigers only have one game, and that's at Pinedale. So we'll play Lyman next week, Pinedale the week after. Then we'll go to 2 non-conference games at Worland and at Lovell on February 5th and 7th, or February 6th and 7th, rather. Then travel down to Mountain View on the 13th and come home for 4 straight home games Pinedale on February 14th. That's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and February 20th at Powell, February 21st at Cody, and then close out the season on the 26th with the Lyman Eagles at 5:30 and 7 p.m. And we have a new Lander connection down in Lyman. Last year's activities director in Lander, Steryl Soffenberg, is now the girls' coach at Lyman. He and his wife Tiffany are coaching the Lyman Lady Eagles, so that'll be interesting when we travel down to Lyman to see some familiar Lander faces on the court side.
Well, that'll be great. Right now, we just have the boys kind of warming up here, close out the last 3 minutes of the halftime here. Everything's looking fairly normal on their side, and of course, the band is striking up another chord. With the victory last night, let's see if the boys team under Coach Stu can turn this one into a victory also.
Well, the Lady Tigers come into this one having won 11 games, and this is 11-1, the Lady Tigers record. So, you know, and sometimes you'll hear coaches say that, and of course the game isn't over yet.
Sure.
But I'm just saying that sometimes a loss is good. It refocuses the team again, and it's non-conference, so you know
that is a good point.
We'll wait and see what the Lady Tigers can come out and do in the second half, because they've had some pretty good comebacks already this year.
Right. They got off to a hot start and lost January 6th at Cody. And I understand Cody was a 3A defending champ, so it was a good test for the ladies. And they, like you said, Ernie, they did come back pretty focused after that loss and reeled out 4 more straight wins.
Yeah.
So let's hope that if it does turn out to a bad evening here, that we can turn around in the future for the conference play once we go on down the road.
We are at the home of the Wheatland Bulldogs this afternoon, and the Bulldogs leading the Lander Lady Tigers at halftime 24-8. Very uncharacteristic for the Lady Tigers. So, you know, this is the longest bus ride that they'll have.
And especially after a game last night, too,
Yeah,
because a lot of ladies stayed at that, watch the boys game also.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting up and having to be leaving the parking lot at 6 a.m., it's a long day already for them.
Yeah, and those yellow limousines are not that comfortable as the big activity buses that the state mandates the use of these days. Well, we're just about ready to go with the second half, and we'll see if the Tigers can come up and score some more points here, and then we'll have the boys' game about 3 o'clock. So 25 seconds left to go. The coaches are talking to their respective teams on the sideline. For the Tigers, of course, it's Drew Powell. And for the Wheatland Lady Bulldogs, it's Eric Jones. Had a nice little chat with Eric earlier today after I got here, and he welcomed me to the gym and told me where we were going to be sitting today. And I regret that I didn't bring my field glasses.
Yeah, we are definitely up here.
This is a long ways away from the court.
Well, they're going to start off here with Wheatland having the ball, and the Lady Tigers are in a 2-3 zone.
Okay, so here we go. The second half is underway. Anderson has the ball for the Lady Bulldogs on the left side outside. Now back on the near side to Davis. Back over to Anderson. Anderson at the elbow. Cross-court pass to Davis. Davis in the corner. Now back outside to Anderson. Anderson drives in, puts a shot up, and it rolls off. Not good. And the rebound goes to the Tigers on a steal. Tigers have a 2-on-2 break underneath the basket. Shot is not good, but there is a foul going to be called. And that was Maddie on the drive that time. And she got fouled as she went up. I was surprised to see her dribble just before the shot. You know, she had a clear shot and stopped and dribbled, but drew the foul.
Yeah, when you stop and dribble, you give the defense a chance to catch up. Similar like when you get a rebound and then you dribble, enticing all the guards to steal the ball. Keep the ball up high.
And Maddie's free throw is good. Her first points of the game. And it's 24-9. Tigers score first, and the second shot is missed. Rebound comes away to the Wheatland Bulldogs. Anderson on the far side launches a 3-ball, and it's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Tigers. 7:21 to go, third period, 24-9 now. Tigers have closed the gap just a little bit. Well, by 1 point.
No. Oh.
There's a bad inbounds pass, and it is taken away by Wheatland. Another turnover by the Tigers. Anderson has it in the lane, puts up the shot, goes in. And that was not Anderson. That was 14, Molly McGuire, who got that one. Anderson set her up for that shot. In the Tigers' side, there's a held ball, and the ball will go to Lander. So 6:57 to go. We played just over a minute, 26-9. Wheatland with the lead here in the third quarter. Tigers Goklish takes it out of bounds. And then we have a collision, and that'll go against Lander. Goklish. Is that Goklish?
Yeah, that was Oldman inbounding the ball. Goklish
Oldman,
ran into a set screen. Didn't see the second player, so they got her there. Looks like the Wheatland coach has made some adjustments from the last time they played. He's learned quite a bit from us.
Yeah, he certainly has. Anderson comes down, has 11 points in the game. She's the leading scorer. In the middle, it goes to McGuire. Far side, outside now to Davis. Davis at the baseline has her shot blocked, picked up by Wheatland, though. And there's a steal.
Nice break. Oh, they have Paisley one. Oh, she's got an easy layup. Finally, we got a nice fast break there.
And the first points of the game by Hollingshead, too. So it's 26-11. Tigers have narrowed it to 15 points. Here's a long pass left alone, but the pass did not go. There's Anderson. I thought she traveled, and she scores. 13 points now. Yeah, that was a floater, all right. There's a shot by Hollingshead, up off, not good. Or was that Paisley?
Yep,
yeah,
that was Hollingshead.
Paisley.
Good call.
Okay. So the rebound goes to the Bulldogs, leading 28-11. Down court underneath the basket is McGuire. McGuire has the ball taken away from her. Turnover.
Oh,
Tigers have
break.
a 2-on-1. Here's Hollingshead. Misses the layup, but she gets her own rebound. Follow up good.
That was good hustle, staying in and following your shot. Didn't give up on it. Nicely done.
28-13, back to 15-point margin. Anderson to bring it down for Wheatland. Far side, outside to Shaden Davis. In the corner to Hicks. On top to Anderson. Anderson moves over to the right-hand wing. Now cross-court pass to Davis. Underneath the basketball, taken away. Nice turnover. Lander all the way down. Almost turns it over. Ball is saved. Underneath the basket, Arnett shot. No, she's fouled.
Yeah, we had a fast break there. Paisley was able to save it and throw it back inbounds to Oldman, which was a good key. And Maddie was able to make the drive and got fouled. So we're going to shoot 2 free throws here, Ernie.
She is 1 for 2, and she had the free throws here just a minute ago.
This will help close the gap for sure. We need every free throw that we can get.
Yeah, free throws are so critical. Shots good.
Nice. Seems to have a rhythm there, a little routine. They're going to, Wheatland's bringing in 4.
Yeah, wholesale changes. 5 minutes to go, third period, 28-14 now. Next shot coming up by Maddie, the junior. And this one, in and out, darn it. Okay, Tigers now back on defense. Anderson brings it all the way down. Stop, shoots, and it goes off. Not good. Lander gets the rebound. Nice rebound by the Lady Tigers. Outlet pass, 2-on-1. Underneath the basket, Hollingshead, 2 points.
Getting a little bit of the rhythm back and making some basket. Full court press, Ernie.
All of a sudden, the Tigers have scored 6 in a row. Long pass down, 2-on-2 underneath the basket, thrown away.
Nice defense, turnover, forced it out of bounds, and coach for Wheatland's going to call a timeout.
And Jones calls timeout on the floor. So the score is 28-16.
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. We don't have any screen. We're just doing radio. Sorry about that.
So a Lander fan here wanting to know why we don't have any video on the program. Well, that's too bad.
It's a little frustrating, yeah.
something internal in the computer, apparently.
Yeah, we've had
according to
glitches
our-
with it ever since we started, so hopefully we'll get it resolved during this week and during the off season.
Yeah. 28-16, a 12-point lead. Tigers were down a whole lot by 18 at one point, and they've cut it back down to 12 now. So let's see if the Tigers can continue this. And of course, Wheatland's coach, Eric Jones, just called that timeout after the last Lander bucket. So on the far side outside, underneath the Wheatland bucket, or underneath the Lander bucket, the Lady Tigers will bring it down all the way. Where are we? Wheatland showing a little bit of pressure. Goklish with the ball on top of the key. Oh, and she loses the ball. Little turnover. Anderson lays it up. No, not good, but Wheatland gets the...
No, we got it from Oldman.
Goklish got the rebound back.
Oh, yeah.
And now the Tigers come the other way. Nice turnover that time in the corner. Now on the near side, almost threw the ball away. Here's Reinhardt. Or no, that was Old Man. Old Man.
Reinhardt with the ball now, dribbling top of the key.
Underneath the basket to Paisley. Shot is up. Good!
Well, Paisley's come up and scored 8 points.
Yeah, she's got 8 points. It's 28-18. The 10-point lead has dwindled down. The Tigers with 3:45 to go, putting on more pressure. There's the ball that got loose, but it's picked up. There's a shot from the top of the key. Not good. Lander gets the rebound. We've got a one-on-one underneath the basket. Layup and a foul on Wheatland. Nice drive that time. And that was Goklish, right?
Yep. Daisy, and she'll be shooting 2 free throws here.
She's braided her ponytail.
Yeah.
Before we couldn't see her number on the back, but she's braided it now.
A little bit easier.
Foul on Peyton Unrein, her first. So Daisy's first free throw attempt here is good. So the Tigers have now hit 3 free throws and 4 buckets.
And we have it under 9 points there, so we've got it under double digits. So I think we called a little bit early. I think the Lady Tigers are making a comeback, Ernie.
Well, they certainly are. Goklish has that real high shot that goes in. So she gets 2 in a row, and it's now an 8-point game, 28-20. Wheatland rushing down Anderson all the way down court. Almost lost the ball, and she does. Throws it away. Tigers have it. They slow it down. Avoided that steal from the
rear.
Yeah, from the trailing player. Here now is Hollingshead on top. The Old Man around the corner goes to Goklish. Goklish just outside the arc, drives in, takes a shot off the glass. It's not good. Rebound by the Tigers. Kicks it outside with the ball underneath on the baseline and kicks it out. There's a long one for 3. No. And Wheatland gets the rebound. Underneath the basket, Peyton Unrein. Long shot for 3 is an air ball, and Lander will get the ball right back with 2:45 to go. Third period, 28-20. Lander making a comeback here on Wheatland's home floor. Goklish, with some pressure, brings it into the forecourt. Now on top, Goklish has it. Just inside the arc, she drives underneath the basket, draws the foul. Nice move by Daisy. And the personal foul is against whom? 21.
Yep, 21.
And Madeline Large. That's the third foul. And Goklish back at the line for the Tigers. Got it.
Nothing.
I just love that high arching shot of hers.
Yeah, when it's on, it's nothing but net. It just goes in very smoothly. So let's hope she keeps that, because these free throws are bringing us right back in the game.
28-21 now, 2:32 to go, third period of play. Next free throw, bingo, she got it. And timeout is going to be called by Wheatland. It's Lander trails now by 6, 28-22, Jerry. What a comeback. And Hollingshead has 8 points in this period. She didn't score at all in the first half.
Yeah, they're looking for it definitely, but she's kind of creating some of these on her own steals on good defense.
Yeah.
And she is quick down the court, so anytime there is a steal, they're able to get her on a fast break, and she can do the layups. She's very versatile player on offense, and she's driving down the lane magnificently.
Hollingshead and Goklish now with 8 points each for the Tigers. Dagan Reinhardt has a pair, and so does Riley Spreece. So Tigers starting to come back now. It's only a 6-point deficit. That's a 3-possession lead if you count field goals, 2-possession lead if you count trays.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Wheatland is shooting from the outside that much pretty effectively. So I think they got a good chance here. The only drawback is with Brianna Lincoln. She's kind of a spark plug on threes for the Lady Tigers. So
yeah,
missing her is slowing it down. But we go back to a full court press, Ernie.
Okay, Tigers in that full court look.
2-2-1.
Yep, here is the inbounds pass. Goes to Shaden Davis. Davis to Anderson. Anderson's going to take it all the way down under the basket. Lays it up and one. Yeah. Wow, that was a heck of a drive by Anderson.
She pretty much split the D and went right down the middle, which is good because anytime they go to the sideline, we're trapping them.
Yeah, personal foul goes against Maddie Arnich, her second. So here's the old-fashioned three-point play that misses.
Yep, she missed.
So, but unfortunately for the Tigers, Wheatland gets the rebound. Anderson on the far side to Davis. Davis double team, gets it off on top of the key to Hicks. Back underneath Anderson. Shot's not good. Layup missed. It was short. Tigers get the rebound. Here's Goklish that brings it down, and a foul going to be called on Anderson.
Yeah, that was Oldman bringing the ball up. And once again, Paisley was leading them down the court. She was open, but they couldn't get the pass to her in time.
No, that was not a foul. He was indicating who had the ball.
Okay.
So not a foul, and the Tigers retain possession. 2 minutes to go in the third. 30-22, 8-point lead. Oh, and the dribble gets away from Goklish down underneath the basket. Shots up and good. And that was number 3, Davis. That's her first points of the game. Tigers did have it down to 6. Now it's a 10-point lead with a minute and a half to go here. Here's Goklish. Whistle and a foul on...
I think it was number 3, Holden Manning, when she was cutting across the key.
Wheatland, yeah, it is. Number 3. That's Shaden Davis. That's her second foul and the 4th in the third period. Down to 1:35 to go. Maddie at the line for the Tigers.
Get it back under 10.
Shot's not good. Rolls in and out. She has the second one. Bounces the ball. And this one goes in. So she gets 1 of 2. And substitutions coming in now. Arnich now with 3 points. She's 3 of 6 from the free throw line. 1:35 to go. 9-point lead, 32-23 by Wheatland. Tigers made a run here in the third, and Wheatland has been answering now. Here's Anderson, the big high point scorer. Brings it down off to Davis. Far side to Anderson for 3. It's short, not good. Rebound to Wheatland. With it is Maggie Hicks. Hicks back over to Anderson. Anderson with 1:15 to go. Drives the baseline, puts up the shot and in. Wow.
Wow, she had the right spin on that to English it in right.
34-23, 11-point lead. Tigers, Goklish has it at the free throw line. Stops, hands it off to Reinhardt. Her shot, no, Oldman. Her shot is good. Oldman gets the shot, and it's 34-25. Under a minute to go now, third period, 9-point lead. Tigers made a good run, but then Wheatland has kind of answered it. Okay, here's the rebound on Anderson's shot, goes to Lander. Down court for the Tigers. Oldman underneath, and the ball's knocked away, and a foul is going to be called on Wheatland on that steal. It'll be a 2-shot. That's the 5th foul of this period.
Paisley,
Wheatland.
Paisley stepping to the line, and obviously we need every free throw.
Absolutely. Her first trip to the charity stripe today, and she makes it good. Okay, down to 8 points again. And we've got half a minute to go here in the third period. Next shot. Oh, this one's off the back of the iron. Not good. She gets 1 of 2. And Wheatland will bring the ball down. It's Shaden Davis with it. Whistle. And a push is going to go against Goklish. And that is her second personal foul. And only the second team foul against Lander. I beg your pardon, the third team foul against Lander. So with 20 seconds to go, Anderson brings it down. Wheatland looking for the last shot, perhaps. Anderson on the far side outside makes a dribble. Long cross-court pass underneath the basket to Unrein. Her shot, and she's fouled with 7 seconds to go. Unrein put the shot up, or Molly McGuire, I beg your pardon, Molly McGuire. And foul, I think, against Paisley. No, Oldman. Alicia gets the personal.
Yeah, her first.
Yep. Shot is up and not good. So McGuire misses her first free throw attempt. She only has 2 points in the game. Next shot is good. So she gets 1 of 2. And it goes 35-26, another 9-point lead. Lander has 4 seconds left in the quarter. Better shoot. No,
she got double teamed.
Time runs out, and Lander doesn't get the shot off. So at the end of the third period of play, Lander has 26. They scored 22 in that period, and only 11 points scored in the period by Wheatland. And so Wheatland now going into the final 8 minutes of play, Jerry, leads 35-26, but the Tigers have come back.
Yes, they have, and it's good timing, and we'll see what the fourth quarter can bring us here. The band is obviously rocking and rolling as loud as they can be. Pretty good turnout. The Lander fans are slowly starting to come in for the boys' game, being as quite a drive. We're going to be starting the fourth quarter here.
Okay, the Tigers trail by 9 points going into the final 8 minutes of play. It's Wheatland 35 and Lander 26, and Wheatland will have the ball as we start the fourth period of play. It's Maggie Hicks inbounds it to Lily Anderson. Anderson usually scores 24 a game, and right now she has 17. And there's Unrein with a quick basket underneath, and it goes back to an 11-point lead, 37-26. Whistle, foul on Wheatland as Lander brings the ball down the court. Be the first foul of the fourth period. And Molly McGuire gets that personal foul, her first, team's first in the fourth quarter. So Lander has the ball out under the Wheatland basket. Tigers attempting a big comeback here. Here's a shot in the middle. The ball's knocked away, picked up, and it'll stay with Lander. Last touched by Anderson.
Looks like Oldman's inbounding the pass once again on the sideline.
Yeah, Alicia has it. There's the inbounds pass to Goklish. Goklish across the top of the key. Oh, has her pocket picked. Underneath, layup good by Anderson. 19 points now by Anderson, and tell you, Daisy wasn't looking that time, and Anderson just stepped in and took it away. Here's Oldman from the middle of the lane for 2. Nice drive by Alicia. And it's back to an 11-point game, 39-28. Tigers man for man, full court press. Now they're going, they've slipped into a zone now. On the far side, Anderson can't shoot, gives it off to Unrein. Unrein's shot, good. And Unrein gets 2 baskets in a row here. It's 41-28. 6:48 to go in the game. Tigers need to score points in a hurry here. Here's Oldman underneath the basket. 2 points, Reinhardt.
Yeah, no look pass. Excellent play.
Yeah. 41-30, 11-point lead. Anderson brings it all the way down again, lays it up. No, not good. Tigers get the rebound. Outlet pass, one on none. And the ball's knocked away by, fortunately, Wheatland. Tigers had a big break going that time.
Yeah, we sure did. Once again, Paisley is showing the energy and leading the pack down the court. If Oldman would have looked up a couple steps earlier, perhaps it could have got the pass to her, but it was too late.
Yep. Okay, 6:24 to go in the game. Lander with the ball out of bounds. And there's Goklich for three. It rims in and out. Not good. Little too much spin on that. Rebounded by Maggie Hicks, and we go the other way. Down to 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Anderson on top. Far side outside to Sisson. Sisson in the middle. It goes to Houston. Back over to Anderson at the baseline. She trips, loses the ball, picks it back up, out to Unrein. Now over to Houston. Underneath the basket to Anderson. The ball's taken away by the Tigers.
And here we go with the layup for Paisley.
And a very nice defensive play, but a body block. And going to the free throw line will be Paisley Hollingshead. Anderson gets the foul, her second, and that's the second team foul. Paisley at the free throw line is 1 for 2. Make that 2 for 3 as that goes in.
Yeah, nice. Right at 10, Ernie.
41-31, Wheatland with the lead, 5:50 to go. Still time for the Tigers. Next shot by Paisley is up and in, nothing but net. So she gets 2 free throws, so she's now 3 of 4. Tigers putting on full court pressure. Anderson bringing the ball down across the timeline. Down court to Houston. Houston underneath, and we have a travel. Turnover, Wheatland. Lander will get it with 5:40 to go, trailing by 9, 41-32. Here's the inbounds pass. Goklich to bring it down for the Tigers into the forecourt on the right wing. Across it goes to Arnich underneath the basket in the far side corner. Now driving, Oldman puts up the shot and gets the foul. So Oldman will go to the free throw line, fouled in the act of shooting. Alicia has 4 points in the game on 2 baskets. This is her first free throw. Good, nothing but net. That's a very shot style similar to Daisy.
Yeah, they must have the same free throw coach.
They must have. It works.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Keep it going. We need to share that.
5.5 minutes to go. Shot good. She got them both. Okay, the Tigers are now within 7. 41-34. Wheatland brings it back down. Anderson all the way. Stops under the basket. Ball's knocked away and picked up by Wheatland on the far side outside. Good recover by the Bulldogs. Anderson has it now. In the middle on the far side to Davis. Davis in the lane, shoots and scores. Shaden Davis with only her 4th point of the game. 43-34. Time kicking away, under 5 minutes to go now. Tigers. There's Oldman in the middle. Goklich in the lane, stops, shoots, hits. And a timeout called by Drew Powell. It's 43-36, a 7-point lead, Jerry. 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go in this one.
Well, yeah, we unfortunately, after the first half, thought it looked pretty bleak. But the Lady Tigers came back with a lot of energy and a lot of spunk in that third quarter, and now half of the fourth quarter here. So it's within reach here. Let's see what happens.
Okay, and let's see, what do we got? Yeah, that was our third quarter score. So the Tigers have done well. They've scored, it was 26, and now it's 36. Tigers have scored 10 points to 8 in this period for Wheatland. Tigers need to up the scoring a little bit to get a little closer here in this game. They've been as close as 6 here in the second half, but it's 7 right now.
Yeah, Paisley's face guarding the inbound throw, and we're doing man-to-man in the back court.
Inbounds pass to Unrein. Unrein to Anderson. She's going to take it all the way underneath to Hicks. Shots up, and it rolls in. Yeah, so 6
yeah.
points by David. They just can't miss this afternoon.
No, we had 3 defenders there with their hands up high. So another steal.
And there's a steal by Wheatland. Anderson underneath scores. Wow, she has 21 points in the game now, and it goes back up to 11 points. We're halfway through the third period. Tigers have got to be tough on defense and get some scoring. Shot is up, foul called. Nice drive by Maddie Arnich. She'll go to the free throw line. Davis gets the personal foul, and that's her third. And the third team foul here in the fourth quarter. Fourth team foul, which bodes well for Lander if we hit our free throws.
Yes.
Arnich at the line. Shot's good. She's now 4 free throws in the contest. She's hit 3 of her last 5. Here's another one coming up. 47-37, 10-point lead. Next shot is in the air, good. So Maddie's getting some points from the free throw line. And here comes Wheatland now. 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the period. 4 minutes left in the game. Wheatland brings the ball down. Anderson on top with the key. Far side to Hicks. Hicks dribbles back. Around the horn it goes to Anderson. Her shot for 3 is good.
Wow, long distance 3.
Boy, that could be the nail on the coffin right there. 50-38, 3:40 to go. What a player she is. A whistle, and we have a foul or what? I'm not sure what we have. Yeah, there must be a foul on Wheatland.
Yeah, it looks like Oldman's going to be able to shoot some free throws here.
Yeah, that's the 5th foul. So the personal was against
number 13.
Unrein. Shot's good. So Alicia now is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. 11-point lead. 3:38 to go. Shot's good. She's got 4 in a row, and it's a 10-point lead. Tigers only have 3.5 minutes, though. You got to get a couple of defensive stops here, Jerry.
Yep, they need them right away.
On the near side, Unrein has it in the
we got
middle.
one.
There's one right there. Ball is taken away, and then it's lost. Picked up by Wheatland. Underneath Anderson. Jump shot. Good.
Anderson for 2.
Boy, she just can't be stopped. That is a wonderful player for Wheatland, unfortunately, for the Tigers. All right, underneath the basket. Oldman, shot is up off, not good. Wheatland recovers with 3 minutes to go, leading by 12. Boy, that 3 was a dagger.
Yep.
On the near side, on top of the key now, Maggie Hicks. There's Anderson for 3 more. Holy cow, 2 threes here in a row, and it's a 15-point lead under 3 minutes to go. Tigers all alone. There's the shot up and good by Maddie.
Nice little backdoor layup.
Yep, and timeout called by Lander. 2.5 minutes to go, Jerry, and it's a 13-point lead by Wheatland. Tigers have really got to be tough on defense to get the ball back if they want a chance to get back in this game.
Yeah, and they made a great comeback in the third quarter, the first start of this fourth, and looked like it was within reach, 7-6 points at a time. But those 2 threes by their little ace shooter there, and she made a nice layup down the paint too. And a little bit of a collision there was sporting enough to help Dagan off the floor as she's running back on defense. So yeah, she's quite the fire plug, that's for sure.
Yeah, and Anderson is only a junior.
Wow.
She averages 24 points a game. Let's see, she's got 17, 19, 21, 24, 26, 29 points.
Yep.
That's really helped the Bulldogs.
Without a doubt.
Okay. After the Lander basket, Wheatland will have it out of bounds with 2.5 minutes to go in the game. 2:36 to be exact. And the Tigers are going to put the press on again. Got to get the ball back and score in a hurry here. There's the inbounds pass. Of course, goes to Anderson. Anderson all the way just outside the three-point line. Shoots again, but this one's an air ball, and it tips back into Wheatland. So Wheatland controls it with 2:23 to go. Anderson on top. 13-point lead. And they're taking their sweet time, as I would do if I had a big lead like this.
Yeah, the coach has slowed him down and told him to run a little weave pattern here.
Here's Anderson for another 2. Wow.
There's no stopping her, though.
31 points in the game, Anderson. Here's a shot by the Tigers. Up, off, not good. Ball goes out of bounds. Here's a shot. Up and good by Oldman. So Alicia gets it right back. She's having a heck of a second half. But it's, again, 13 points and 1:40 to go in the game. Anderson on the far side. Gives it over to Houston. Houston near side to Hicks. Whistle. And we have a timeout called by Wheatland. 1.5 to go and 13 points. Tough order for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think the Wheatland coach just wants to slow his team down. They seem to still be firing up 3 points and driving to the hoops. I think he just wants to slow it down, take some time there, and eliminate the Landers' chances of getting back here with under 2 minutes. It's going to be tough.
Well, the Tigers only had 8 points in the first half.
Ouch.
I mean, Wheatland really controlled the first half, and that's been the difference in this game. At halftime, they led 24-8, and they have a 57-44 lead right now, and just 1.5 to go. So the Tigers had a very good second half, but it's that first half that did them in.
Yeah, kind of dug it in early. I like how they didn't give up, though. They're still fighting for the ball and trying to do everything they can to get the score under control. But like you said, with under 2 minutes, it's going to be tough.
It's going to be hard. So the Tigers come out after visiting with their coach, Drew Powell. The Tigers, with an 11-1 record, are looking at their second loss of the season. Okay. Wheatland has the ball to start. Here's Anderson. Anderson with the slow dribble on the left-hand wing. Almost tied up that time by Hollingshead. Pass around to Davis. Davis underneath to Anderson in the lane. Shot is up, blocked. We're down to 1:15 to go. They're just playing catch now. Here's Davis. Davis to Anderson. Whistle. And we have a Lander foul, a reach in. 1:11 to go, 13-point lead. Well, personal foul goes against Dagan Reinhardt, her first, and only the first of the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass. There's a long throw shot for 3. Not good. Rebound underneath. Still being fought for. Tigers come away with it. Now there's a held ball, and it'll go to Lander. 62 seconds to go. 57-44. Tigers going to go down to their second loss of the season.
No, it doesn't have any help.
Here's the inbounds pass to Oldman. She crosses the timeline. Oldman on the right-hand wing. On top of the key, here's Dagan Reinhardt for 3. It's not good, short. Rebounded by Wheatland. And 45 seconds to go. Tigers won by 27 points in their first meeting. And the Bulldogs are going to get revenge on that loss. Personal foul is going to go against Alicia Oldman. Paisley, I'm sorry. That's her fourth foul. And only the second team foul. And there's a steal by the Tigers. Goklish is fouled as she goes up for the layup with 28 seconds to go.
Yeah, Daisy was able to pick her pocket that time and go in for a layup. So we'll see if she can make these free throws.
And Anderson picks up her third personal foul. Daisy at the free throw line. Got it. She's 5 for 5 from the line. (57-45), 12-point lead by Wheatland. 28 seconds to go. Second shot, good. She's got them all. Too little, too late for the Tigers. That big first half deficit has really hamstrung them and in their ability to come back. But I tell you what, it's been that number 23, Lily Anderson, who's made the difference in this game. Let's see, fourth quarter points. She has 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 14 points in the fourth quarter alone. 31 points overall. Fouls on Goklish, her third. Only the third team foul. We're down to 15 seconds to go in the game now. And Wheatland just playing catch out in front. And there's a foul. I don't know why you foul. You know, you got 9 seconds left and you're down by 11 points. You're not going to make it back. And, you know, Lander has one more foul to give. Yeah. And that's probably why they did to stop it.
I think, too, you're just competitive there. You just want to stop the player that's been kind of putting it on you most of the afternoon.
Okay, Anderson has it. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. This game is over. And the final score, Lander Valley Tigers 46, but the Wheatland Lady Bulldogs 57. 11-point win for the Lady Bulldogs. And Jerry, I'm going to total up the scorebook here.
Yeah, it's going to take you a little bit of time.
And you can entertain us. Okay, 6 points here.
Well, after that negative first half, when they just got behind and couldn't get a bucket, it just seemed like the basket just had a lid on it. A lot of their shots had normally been falling, especially after last night's game. Just didn't fall for the Lady Tigers, unfortunately. And came back after the first half break, intermission, and started off the third quarter, whittled it down, and looked like they were back right in the game with 6, 7 point leads. And then Wheatland Bulldogs just got on a tear. Obviously, the 3-point shooting really quickly got them going. And fortunately, like I said, Ernie, it was a 57-46 loss.
Well, and when these two teams met the first time, Brianna Lincoln and Hayden Goggles were on the floor for the Tigers. They aren't here tonight. And, you know, that's a 15-point spread right there with those two players missing. But we go back into conference play. You hate to lose a game, but sometimes that refocuses you. So the Wheatland Bulldogs, the Lady Bulldogs, have evened the season series with Lander at 1-1. Tigers lose their second game of the year and go to 11-2. And Jerry, taking a look at the scoring, we mentioned Lily Anderson, the junior, for the Wheatland Bulldogs, 31 points.
Yeah.
And in that final period, she had 6, 10, 12, 14 points. That was the killer for the Tigers. What a player she is. She's great at going into the lane and making off-balance shots. I haven't seen anyone make that many off-balance shots this season.
Yeah. Her drives right down the middle, too. She would just be able to find that little space and wiggle through, make the layup. A lot of times we had the height advantage underneath.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't stop her.
She just was a great player there. So 31 for Lily Anderson. For the rest of the Bulldogs, Molly McGuire ended with 7. Shaden Davis had 6. 4 points each for Peyton Unrein and Hayden Sisson, and 3 points by Bianna Dawson, and 2 points by Madeline Large. And the turnovers, Wheatland had 14 turnovers in the game to Lander's 11. For the Lady Tigers, they were led in scoring by Daisy Goklish with 12, 11 points for Paisley Hollingshead, 7 points by Maddie Arnich, and 2 points by Dagan Reinhardt. So only 4 players in the book for Lander, which is a season low.
Yeah.
The Tigers have very balanced scoring except tonight. And of course, they are missing Goggles and Brianna Lincoln. So those two gals not in the lineup, you could sure tell it impacted the Lady Tigers today. But I'm not going to take anything away from the Bulldogs. They played a heck of a game.
Yeah, they sure did. Right from the start, they got out the gate so fast. They were anticipating our passes and were able to just pick them off. And their defense, I think they must have saw something because they picked Daisy's pocket quite a bit there.
Yeah, the Tigers were trailing at the end of the first period 10-6, and it was still pretty anyone's game there. But in the second period of play, Lander was outscored 14-2, and that opened up a 24-8 lead at halftime. And the Tigers just couldn't come back, even though they scored 22 in the third against 11. The score then at the end of three was 35-26. Tigers did close it to within 6 early in the fourth period, but then Lily Anderson's heroics took over, and the Wheatland Lady Bulldogs win their 8th game of the year. They're now 8-4 on the season, and the Tigers slip to 11-2. Turnovers, 14 for Wheatland and just 11 for Lander. Lander was pretty good from the free throw line tonight, Jerry.
Yeah, much better improvement. I think Maddie led us off with a string of them. And then Daisy had a good 4 in a row. And
yeah,
they added some late in the second half also.
Tigers only missed 1, 2, 3, 4. Tigers were 14 of 18 from the free throw line. That's pretty darn good.
Yes.
Yeah, 14 of 18. And Wheatland didn't have a chance to take many free throws. Let's see, they had 2, 4, 6. They only had 8 free throws in the game, and they hit 3, 4, 6 of them. So that's pretty good shooting, too, from the free throw line. So, yeah, it was the big spurt and the big performance today by Lily Anderson, the junior, that has led the Wheatland Bulldogs to victory here against the Lander Valley Lady Tigers in this first game. We have the Tigers coming up next, Jerry, in about 10 minutes. And, of course, Wheatland is led in scoring by Jacob Miller. He scored 17, so we're going to have to watch out for him. He's the only player in double figures for the Wheatland Bulldogs. Okay. And I'm just looking at our past scores here. Let's see, and Lander beat Wheatland by 11 points at the Lander Valley tournament at the Lander Classic, 65-54, and that was back on December 20th. So this will be the second matchup between these two teams. So the Tigers and the Bulldogs coming up. Bulldogs scoring 49.6 points a game. And the Tigers, let me get to the right sheet here. Tigers are scoring 69.7 points a game. Bulldogs have been limiting their opponents to 46. Tigers have been allowing their opponents to 54. Then they have one block to their credit, 15 turnovers for the Wheatland Bulldogs. For the Lander Tigers, 2 blocks, 14 turnovers. So the turnover margin very similar between the two. And we'll see how it goes here. The Lander Valley Tigers against the Wheatland Bulldogs. 8.5 minutes to go here. And you're hearing us nonstop talking because we have lost the ability to have sound on our advertisers, and we apologize for that to our advertisers. There's some internal problem in the computer that we can't fix here. That'll have to be fixed before our conference game next week for the Tigers when we travel down to Lyman. Only one game next week for each of the Lady Tigers and Tigers at Lyman. That'll be at 4 and 5:30 on January 23rd. Then we have a single game at Pinedale on January 30th. Then on February 5th and 6th, have a trip up to the Bighorn Basin, play at Warland on the 6th, and then at Lovell on the 7th, and a week later make the travel down to Mountain View for the last away game of the season. Then the Tigers in successive weeks will host Pinedale, Powell, Cody, and Lyman. Then the regional tournament coming up March 5th, 6th, and 7th at Lovell.
Yeah, so quirky little schedule there with the away games all at once, and then it's nice to come back and finish off the season if they get rolling there with the home games, and hopefully propel them just right into the playoffs there at Lovell. So the warm-ups there, they're looking pretty normal. They've wearing their away blacks, obviously, and just warming up right now. It looks like Quincy's going to be a factor in the game also, and just normal routine of warming up. We have new officials that are starting to make their way to the scorers table and maybe get the coaches and the benches starting to get lined up. Slow crowd filling in. I see a few more Lander fans, but that might be it that we have for us.
Well, this is a long trip. This is the longest trip of the year. What is it? 300 and some odd miles down here to Wheatland. Actually, let me get that mileage. I've got it right here. It is 229 miles. So 229 miles down. And we have for Hollingshead, Noah St. Clair averaging 13, Pax Hollingshead averaging 11, Finn McFadden averaging 12, Brenner Coleman averaging 4. So the Tigers are going to need all the scoring that they can rustle up here in this contest. And we're about 5.5 minutes away from the start of the boys' game. Tigers looking sharp on their pregame practice, Jerry.
Yeah. Sorry, I took a little time out there, Ernie. I kind of got our Wheatland broadcast team, and unfortunately, they have a whole different setup there. I was going to see if they could come over, maybe take a quick look, and maybe get our stream going, but unfortunately, they're not familiar with our system at all.
Yeah, well, we'll try to have that fixed this coming week.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah, so we'll have a video and commercials for you because the commercials pay the bills, and we appreciate all of our sponsors. We apologize that we can't run those ads here today. So we'll be back hopefully with everything intact next week on the road. Lyman has a very similar gym to this, although they do have like 5 rows of bleachers on the other side.
Okay.
And the only quirk about the Lyman gym is they have one of those big screens that comes down, to divide the. So there could be two
full courts, yeah.
Right. And the screen blocks the scoreboard. So we have to kind of be down on our hands and knees to see what the scoreboard is. But that's a minor inconvenience. We like the folks down at Lyman. They take good care of us. It's got a nice gym there. And, of course, their colors are blue and white, so there'll be a lot of blue there. And as you heard in last night's postgame show with Coach Stu Mullins, last time we played in Lyman, I guess it was 2 years ago, the boys' swim team was there, and they came out and cheered on the Tigers for the first 3 quarters, and the Lander crowd was louder than the Lyman crowd.
I bet it did get a little rowdy with a bunch of swimmers there in between their meet there.
Yeah, Lyman ended up coming back and winning the game, but as our swimmers had to leave in the 4th quarter. But yeah, that was an excellent game. We always have a good game down there when we play the Eagles down in the Bridger Valley. And of course, we'll also go down on our last road trip. We'll go to the big wooden dome down in Mountain View. And that's always a fun trip. Great place to play in Mountain View.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that trip too. mentioned the uniqueness of the architecture there and everything. Will we be sitting up in the rafters also on that one, or will we be closer to courtside?
Well, we'll be halfway up.
Okay.
So if you get there late, you could be at the very top.
Okay.
But the gym is it's a dome, so it doesn't go up as high. There are 28 rows. I counted them here. We're on row 29.
Yeah, we are.
On top of the gym here at Wheatland. 2:26 to go here until we have the introduction of the players. But yeah, fun afternoon, and the Lander Valley Tigers will be looking for their eighth win of the season. They're 7-3 right now. They'll be looking for their eighth win of the year. The team from Wheatland is even. They're at 4-4. So Lander looking to come up with a split in this trip down here. We're just 70 miles north of Cheyenne, so we're all the way down in the southeast corner.
Yeah, it's my first time driving on that route out here. And,
and once you got past Douglas, the scenery changed into a pine forest.
Yeah, drastically. It reminded me a little bit of Montana, where I'm from. It definitely picked up, and of course, I think it's the Laramie Range mountains are spectacular from that side. And we were just enjoying the majestic view as we drove in.
Yeah, Laramie Peak was pretty majestic today. That was the tallest peak on the right-hand side as we came down. That was looking very majestic today. You know, there's no snow down here either.
Yes, definitely moving here. This is the mildest winter I think they've had in a long time, and I thought I'd be knee-deep in snow and shoveling my sidewalk every other day, but it's been almost fall-like until
I was talking to a Wheatland bus driver before the game, and he said, "Is it as dry up there as it is down here?" And said, "Yep, it's very, very dry."
Yeah.
And dry all over the state. We do have a little bit of snow cover in the Wind River Range, which we're very thankful for, because that's next summer's irrigation water and water for the fish in the streams. We always like to have that. Well, we're getting close to the introduction of players for the nightcap here. The afternoon cap, is that what we can call that? Afternoon game?
Yeah.
A little after 3 o'clock. This game was to start at 3, but the earlier games went long, and so it's 3:17 now. And we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups, which is always interesting because they always vary from week to week. Yeah. So the Lander Valley Tigers will be introduced first. We will note them as they come out on the floor. We have that's Caleb Andrews is, coming out. And then we have Finn McFadden, no surprise there, coming out. We have
Noah.
That was, I can't see the numbers from here. We do have Noah St. Clair.
And Darian Hereford came in too.
Darian Hereford. And one more.
Round out with Paxton and Hollingshead.
Paxton and Hollingshead, yep. Okay. So we have Peyton Locke, Jr. coming in. And Tylen Forland. I talked with his folks when we had the game in Lander. And here is number 13, Jacob Miller. And number 34, Aiden Lind. And there's one player I missed. Who was it? Tim, Caden Neely. So the Wheatland Bulldogs have Peyton Locke, Tylen Foland, Caden Neely, Jacob Miller, and Aiden Lind. And the Tigers go with Caleb Andrews, Finn McFadden, Darian Hereford, Noah St. Clair, and Pax Hollingshead. And it'll be Hollingshead in the center jump circle, and he's going to go up against, looks like
number one
number 1, Peyton Locke. And Wheatland gets the first draw of the game. On top of the key, Jacob Miller has it. Miller on the near side now gives it on top of the key to Lind. Lind now to Miller again. Back over on the far side. There's an open lane, but it's closed up early. There's a shot for 3 that goes in. And that's Caden Neely with the shot. So Wheatland goes up fast, 3-0. Tigers try to answer. Shot is up and off, not good by Finn McFadden. Rebound goes to Wheatland. Wheatland breaking down the floor. Here's Foland. Foland on the far side outside. Gives it to Miller. Miller to Locke on the near side. Almost in the corner. Brings it out at the elbow. Stops by Foland. Foland back to Miller. Back to Locke. Underneath the basket. Blocked out. Nice defense by the Tigers. Can't get a shot there. And here is on top of the key. Locke. Trying to get in the lane open. There it is, and it's good. A nice drive by Tyler Foland, and it's 5-0 Wheatland. Eerily start to the same kind of start the girls' game had. Here's a shot up by 3 by Hollingshead. It's out of bounds. Underneath, St. Clair for 2.
Yeah, that was Caleb Andrews saving it, and he hit it right to Noah, and he was in the paint by himself, so we got an easy bucket there.
5-2, 6.5 minutes to go, first period of the boys' game. Down court, we have Miller. Miller in the paint. Underneath, can't shoot. Foland kicks it back outside. Peyton Locke with it now on the right wing. Locke turns around, goes back halfway between the two lines. Back around the key to Neely. Neely on the far side now to Miller. Long shot for 3. No, Tigers get the rebound.
Yeah, that was Paxman. It just came right to him.
Down court. Here's Andrews. Andrews off to Herford. Herford back over to McFadden. McFadden with the ball. Fakes the pass over in the corner to Herford at the baseline. Comes back out. Here's McFadden. Back over Herford for 3. And it goes off the back of the heel. Tip is up and good.
Yeah, that was by Pax. Nice offensive board, and he went straight back up. Didn't give him time to do anything, so an easy bucket.
5-4. Wheatland with a 1-point lead. In the corner, here's Foland. Foland's shot is an air ball off, and we have a foul going to be called on number 34, Aiden Lynn of Wheatland. On the rebound, Lynn's first personal foul, first team foul. Lander will have it in the backcourt. Tigers come down now. McFadden, as usual, will bring it down. He's on the right-hand wing. On the corner to Herford. Herford back to McFadden around the horn. Andrews back to McFadden. Andrews has it outside the three-point line. Back to McFadden. Finn back over to Andrews. Andrews to Finn. Finn in the baseline to Herford. His shot for 3 is not good. And a whistle underneath. And we have a foul on Lander on the rebound attempt. And can't tell who it's on here. 22, Noah St. Clair. Yeah, the officials' table is across the court from us. So the officials have their back to us when they call the fouls.
Yeah, we can't see the numbers at all.
Foland brings the ball, Neely brings it in. Now over to Foland. Foland on top of the key to Quentin Hutchison, who just came into the game. Back over to Lind. Lind has the ball knocked away. Turnover, and Lander will have it. First turnover of the game. Tigers trail 5-4, 4:44 to go. First period here in Wheatland. Tigers with the ball. McFadden brings it across the timeline. Across that big growling bulldog at the center of the court here. Fadden on the outside gives it to Andrews. Andrews across court all alone. Yep. And the layup is missed. By Darian. Yep. He was all alone, and it just rolled in and out, and a foul called on Lander on the way down the court.
I hope it doesn't continue with looking like there's a lid on the basket for the Lander team like it was for the ladies.
Yeah, foul goes against Darian Herford. Lander's second, his first. Wheatland brings it in. Locke has it just underneath the timeline. Far side goes to Neely. Neely off to Miller. Miller double teamed, gets behind his back to Lind. Lind can't shoot, goes back out on top. Miller tries a shot and is fouled. blocking foul as Miller goes to the line.
Yeah, that was on Finn. He was giving ground pretty good the whole time, but the referee called the foul on him. Looks like Lander sticking with a tough man-to-man defense, and they do a little helping out on that too.
Third team foul, and at the line is Neely. Shot is good. No, that's not Neely. What's that number there? I can't read the number. He's sideways to us. Is that 10?
I think it's a
Well,
13.
No, 13. He got both of them.
Yeah, he
Jacob
did.
Miller. So Miller puts the Wheatland Bulldogs up 7-4 on the Lander Valley Tigers. Tigers come down the court. On the near side, Andrews for three. It's an air ball. Rebounded, and the layup is missed by the Tigers. St. Clair. Rebound goes to Wheatland. That's two layups the Tigers have missed here early in the game.
Yes.
From point blank. Now here's Neely. Neely, far side outside to Hawk. Hawk just outside the three-point arc. Throws it on the near side to Miller for three. It's no good. Fight for, and the tip goes in.
Yeah, I think Noah accidentally tipped that in, fighting for the rebound.
Yeah, and it goes to Tyler Folan. The credit to Folan. 9-4. Lander's shot. Herford from the far side outside, not good. Lander gets the rebound. Here's Andrews with it in the lane, off the glass. No! Rebound pulled down by Lander. There's a shot up, off, not good. Herford with the rebound in the lane. He's fouled, and the shot goes astray.
Yeah, that was good.
Wow.
that was a good presence of everybody to crash the boards on the offensive end. We got three of them there.
Yeah.
He'll probably shoot the free throws here, so let's get it back within a little closer range here.
Yeah, personal foul goes against Miller. That's his first. Second team foul. Darian at the free throw line for the Tigers. Shot's good.
Rolled around a bit, but it's good to see that the lid's off the basket for us.
9-5, 4-point lead, 3 minutes to go. First period of play here in Wheatland. Aiden Lynn left the game, and let's see, we had, as soon as their backs are to us, we'll see their number. Next shot by Herford in the air and in and out. Not good. Lander gets the rebound, though. Herford has it back in the corner. Andrews underneath the basket, and the pass outside to McFadden. Finn's shot from the lane is not good. It's short.
A little short.
Rebounded by Folan. Folan double teamed, gets it underway, all alone shot. It's blocked. What a beautiful block by the Tigers. McFadden underneath the basket. He goes all the way, loses the basketball, picked back up, kicked it out to Herford. Herford on the far side, outside in the corner. Andrews. Caleb can't shoot. Now it goes on the near side to Romer. Romer back over to Andrews, back to Romer in the lane, underneath. The ball got away, picked back up by the Tigers. Here's Herford on top of the key. Herford back to McFadden. McFadden, here's Romer. McFadden on top, far side. Herford for three, and it's off. Not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Put back is no good. It rolled in and out. That was a great putback attempt.
Yeah, Coleman, the sophomore, just about made an easy basket. Nice rebounding, though. They picked up the intensity on the boards.
9-5, 2 minutes to go. Wheatland with the lead and the basketball. There's Folan with it. Folan drives, long pass underneath, turnover. Lander gets it, bad pass. Tigers 3-on-2 underneath the basket. McFadden, and he hands it off. Turnover Lander. Well, he's got going too far. I think he was too far under the basket that time. Tried to get rid of it, and it was intercepted by the Wheatland team. Okay, underneath the basket, here's Neely. His shot is good. Boy, they can't miss, and Lander can't hit. 11-5, Tigers come down. McFadden on top of the key, minute 10 to go. Off to Romer, back to McFadden. McFadden at the top of the arc, stops, right-hand side. Now in the corner it goes. Underneath, all alone is Romer, and he misses the layup. Tigers have 3 layups that they've missed, and now a foul on Romer.
Little frustration there with the young men there. I mean, they've had their opportunities. They've beaten the defense. They've been wide open at the basket, but they're just not falling through. I just wonder if it's tired legs from the game last night.
Well, you usually play 2 games a week, so they should be in condition. But if not, they will be after this trip. Okay, Romer on defense as Folan brings it down into the forecourt to Miller. Miller stops, looks to the left, gives it off to Neely. Neely back over on top of the key to Folan. Folan near side, it goes to Miller. Miller at the free throw line. Oh, muscles his way in and scores. Oh, that should have been a foul on Miller, and they call it on Lander.
Pretty aggressive there with the forearm.
That was very aggressive, forearm and shoulder. Personal foul is going to go against Leica, his first, team's 5th. 2 shots now for Folan. Taking a long time getting him the basketball. Okay, here's the first shot up, and it is good. So he gets the basket and the 1-point shot. So it's now 14-5, 9-point lead. Underneath the basket, ball's knocked away, turnover. Boy, Tigers can't buy a bucket here. 20 seconds to go. They'll have the last shot. Wheatland will, that is. There's Miller. Miller underneath the basket, shoots. No, not good. Lander gets the rebound with 9 seconds to go. Here's Quincy Gwynna. Gwynna has it at the free throw line. Stop, shoots, and it's not good. Rolls off the back, and that's the end of the first period of play. Bad start for the Tigers. Only scored 5 points in this period, and they trail the Wheatland Bulldogs 14-5.
Similar start there with both Lander teams here. First quarter has not gone their way at all. Started slow, but man, those young men have just been wide open, running their offense, beating the defense underneath the basket, getting a good crisp pass that should turn into assist, and they're just missing. We saw at least 3 layups, if not more, with all the fast-paced action up and down the court. But I distinctly remember 3 layups, and obviously that 6 points would be a big difference in the game.
So the Tigers visiting with their coach Stu Mullen, and I know Stu will have something to educate them on, as that's what you do in these games. It's all about learning what you're doing and learning how to do it just a little bit better. Isn't that right, Jerry?
Yeah.
Okay. Time back in our second period. Wheatland 14 and Lander 5. Wheatland looking for their 5th victory of the year. Lander is looking for, what did I say, their 8th win. They're 7-3. So the Tigers will have the ball. Quincy Gwynna to start here, the second period. Gwynna on the near side. Romer to McFadden. Romer on top. Gwynna has it at the free throw line to Romer. Doesn't shoot. There is Leica, has it now. Back on top to Gwynna, as Stu Mullins has mixed up his lineup just a little bit. Underneath the basket and trying to drive, and losing the ball is Gwynna, but he gets it right back in the corner. Here's a long shot for 3. That's not good. Wheatland rebounds.
Yeah, that was Pax there with the long 3. Kind of unfortunate, didn't follow his own shot because it came off the rim right to him.
Here's Neely. Neely at the free throw line in the lane, gives it off to Nichols. His shot's good for 3. Well, the Tigers now fall behind by 12, 17-5. Here's Gwynna on top of the key to Romer, to Leica. Leica underneath the basket, can't shoot. Blocked out, back on top, around the horn it goes. Far side outside, Hollingshead now underneath to, the ball gets away from the Tigers, turnover.
Yeah, Paxson had it, and unfortunately just wasn't a crisp pass, he couldn't grab it.
So 17-5, 6:38 to go until halftime. Eerily similar to the girls' game, with Wheatland pulling way out in front. Here's Folan. Folan on the far side goes to Nichols. Nichols just hit a 3 a minute ago. He's got the ball. Bounce pass now on the near side to Folan. Fallen outside the baseline and almost threw it away. Picked up before Neely had a chance, and timeout called by Wheatland, 17-5. And the Tigers, I think we need to have the custodian come out and check to see if there's a lid on that basket, Terry.
Oh, yeah. It's like you said, it's eerily similar between the ladies' game and our young men here.
Yeah.
Just behind, it's going to be hard to crawl out of it, but the ladies did, so let's see what the men can do.
All right, 12-point lead, and Wheatland has the ball, and time will be back in here momentarily. There it is, 3, 2, 1, and we're back in play. And let's see what Stu Mullins has cooked up for the Tigers. As we have Leica is out there, Romer. We have Noah St. Clair, Quincy Gwynna, and Pax Hollingshead. Okay, here's the inbounds pass to Nichols for Wheatland. Near side, Folan. Folan on top of the key to Lind. Lind, far side outside.
Oh,
it goes
no, with a
Nichols.
nice steal.
Steal by St. Clair. Lays it up, and we got a basket. St. Clair. That's his second basket of the game, and he has 4 points. Leads Tigers. Now on the near side, here's Jacob Miller following that nice turnover and steal. Nichols with it. Whistle. And an offensive player control foul going to be called against Wheatland.
Here's where we get a little momentum shift, and hopefully we can start a little run here.
Caden Neely gets the personal foul. That's their third. 5:41 to go here, first period. Second period, I'm sorry. Yep. 17-7. 10-point lead.
See if we can whittle it down here.
Okay, Tigers have the ball. On top of the key, here's Gwynna. Gwynna to McFadden, who's back into the game now. Gwynna in the corner. Leica to the other corner now. Underneath the basket to Gwynna. Gwynna on top. Here's a long three ball. No, not good. Lander gets the rebound. McFadden's shot is no good on the rebound. Wheatland comes away with it. Here's Locke. Locke underneath the basket to Nichols. Oh, his shot rims off. Well, there's the first good look for the Tigers.
Yep, and a good rebound by Pax there. So let's start this break, and let's get something going here. Gwynna long shot.
For three. Good! Quincy Gwynna. He gets a three ball, and it's a 7-point lead now, 17-10. 4.5 minutes to go. First half of play. Down court, Peyton Locke has it on the right-hand wing. He goes across. The ball's knocked away, but picked up by Wheatland. All the way down, Nichols has it in the corner. He was all alone for a second. Now off to Folan. The ball's tipped up in the air. Recovered by Wheatland's Lynn. Goes out on top. Folan almost lost the handle on it. Back on the near side. Here's Miller. Miller just outside the arc, guarded by Gwynna. Far side outside and around the horn to the corner. Locke has it on top. Nichols.
Yeah, they're resetting their offense.
Yeah, 3:55 to go, first half. Foland over in the far side to Lind. Lind now, here's Miller. Miller's shot is an air ball.
Way short.
McFadden plucks it out of the air and comes back down quickly for the Tigers, going right to left. Here's the pass off, back to Finn. Finn in the lane as the ball stripped from him. A turnover by the Tigers. Their fourth, all the way down the court. Here is Miller. Miller's shot and one.
Well, once again, bad luck there. Finn made a nice drive, slash and move in between that gap, and couldn't get the shot off, and vice versa. Wheatland comes down and throws up a floater off balance, and it goes in.
Yeah. Pax with the foul, and that is the Tigers' first foul of the second period. Miller at the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. And it's not good. Lander gets the rebound. 19-10, 9-point lead. Long pass down court in the middle. St. Clair, he missed the layup, but was fouled. Boy, I don't know what it is about these layups. The Tigers just can't hit them today.
Just short by, it just seems less than an inch.
Miller with the foul, his second. That's the second team foul. And at the line, Noah St. Clair for the Tigers. Shot's good. He now with 3 points in the game. 19-11, 8-point lead by Wheatland. 3:22 to go first. Next shot, good. Noah got them both. So 19-12, again a 7-point lead. Folan brings the ball down into the forecourt. Guarded by Leica. Now underneath, on top and around the horn. There's a 3-ball, in and out, not good. Whistle, and we have a push on Wheatland on the rebound.
Yeah, he got behind Pax there and tried to get him out of the way before the rebound.
Personal against Lynn. That'll be his second, and that is the third team foul of the second quarter. 3:07 to go. Lander trails by 7. Tigers bring the ball down. McFadden on the near side. Hollingshead back to McFadden in the corner. Herford can't shoot, guarded very closely.
Yeah, 13, good D on him.
Yeah, and a long cross-court pass to Andrews. Back over. Here's a drive by McFadden, and it is not good, but he's fouled. Probably was not good because he was fouled.
Sure.
Yeah.
He was able to float through the lane there and tried the underhand scoop, but no luck.
So Finn is at the line for the Tigers. He hasn't scored yet.
And there it is.
Until right now.
Good call, Ernie. Let's get some three-pointers.
Yeah, we need some of those. 19-13, 6-point lead. Locke back in the game for Wheatland. Neely out. Second free throw by Finn McFadden is good. So the Tigers have hit 4 free throws in a row, and it's a 5-point lead now by Wheatland with 2:45 to go, and they throw the ball away.
Oh, coach a little upset there, slamming the ball down.
Yep, and there was no one there.
Yep.
And the ball just went flying right out of bounds. So Lander has a chance to get a little closer here. Here's McFadden all the way down in the corner on top. Andrews in the lane, off and good. Caleb gets it, and it's a 3-point game, and a whistle and a timeout called by Wheatland. Wheatland 19, Lander 16, Jerry.
Yeah, the coach very upset with that last pass. It just went Karaman out of bounds there, so he wants to get his group calmed down and set up a play here.
And at the same time, it gives Coach Stu Mullins an opportunity to talk about some defense and how to get the ball back in the hoop.
Yeah. The layups have just picked up here just a little bit, but once again, it's been the quality free throw shooting, which they greatly improved on last night and is carried over to today. So that's a big plus. It'll get you back in the game if you can scrap it away 1 point at a time.
Yeah, Tigers have hit 5 free throws so far in the first half, and they've only missed 1.
Nice.
So, you know, that's what you want. You want to hit the free throws. And we see this all the time, don't we, Jerry?
Yeah. Good free throw shooting will keep you in the game as a player, and obviously if you're consistent, you can play till the end of the game too, because that's when a lot of it matters.
Exactly. Well, the Tigers come out. Let's see, we've got Noah out there, and Andrews, and Finn.
Oh, they're going aggressive. Full 3 people in the backcourt on the defense. Full court press.
Full court press by the Tigers. Still in the backcourt. Wheatland looking to move it in. Now they do. There's Locke all the way down. Throws the ball away. Another turnover, number 5. So here's a chance for the Tigers to get even closer. They trail by 3. 2:21 to go. Lander comes down on the right-hand wing. McFadden.
Directing traffic.
Yep. Off to St. Clair. Now to Hollingshead. In the corner underneath. Andrews. Herford for 3. Got it! Herford for 3, and we're tied up at 19-19 with 2 minutes to go. Great shot by Darian, and the ball gets away. Another turnover by Wheatland. 2-on-1. Layup is, not good. Finn missed the layup. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Wheatland's Locke. That was just a little bit too fast that time. Ball hit the bottom of the net. With it now, Neely. Neely off to Nichols. Nichols on the right-hand side, off to Folan. Folan drives the lane, puts up the shot. No. Lander gets the rebound. St. Clair with the rebound. A 4-on-3. Layup is no, not good. Missed it. Darian Herford with the rebound, and he's tied up, I think. Or a foul is going to be called on Wheatland. Foul on Arden Lynn, I believe. No, it's going to be on, well, let's see. We can't see what the officials are pointing to the table. We have to wait for it to be posted on the scoreboard, and it goes against Locke, his first. And that's the 5th team foul. So Lander in the bonus, and the free throw is missed. Noah missed the free throw. He'll get another, his first miss of the day. Steps back up to the line. Oh, he missed both of them.
Unfortunate.
We're still tied at 19, a minute 15 to go. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Down court, Nichols in the corner. With it is Neely. He can't shoot. On top of the key to Folan. Folan on the right-hand wing. Hands it off to Locke. Locke had a momentary opening. Didn't take it. 1 minute to go.
Yeah, Finn closed down that lane quickly.
In the corner, no shot there for 3. Good defense by the Tigers. Nichols on the far side outside, throws the ball away. Rebounded by St. Clair for 2 and 1.
Noah's doing
great
well.
job by Noah, and he drew the foul and the bucket.
Did the old-fashioned make a steal coast to coast and score your basket.
And Nichols gets the personal, and that is at the line will be Noah St. Clair. He just missed 2. He gets this one. All right. So Lander now has a lead. First time in the game, 22-19, 41 seconds to go. Let's see how that rattles the Bulldogs. Nichols brings it down court, hands it off to Neely. Neely on the far side to Locke. Back to Neely. Near side, Nichols. Nichols with 25 seconds to go. They're looking for the last shot.
I agree.
Lind has it on the far side outside. Now to Folan. Folan can't shoot. On top, here's Neely. No, Lander gets the rebound. 13 seconds to go. Tigers come down. Andrews in the corner. McFadden, 7 seconds to go. Andrews has it. Now to McFadden. McFadden to Andrews for 3. No.
Good idea. Good play ran. They were very unselfish and tried to get that last shot off. They beat the buzzer, but unfortunately just a little short.
Only 5 points by Wheatland in the period, and Lander comes up with 17. So our halftime score, Lander Valley Tigers 22, and the Wheatland Bulldogs have 19. Jerry?
Yeah, it's a very nice change from the first quarter. They got off to a slow start. And I think a little bit that perhaps the full court pressure that Lander was doing in the first part of the season during some of their tournament play is definitely paying off for them. They are coming back strong, forcing turnovers there. And it looks like Noah is leading the team obviously in points, but I think he's also doing it on the defensive end here too. Looks like we got Coach coming up to talk about the ladies' games. I'll give him the headset here.
All right, very good. Okay, joining us now is Coach Drew Powell, the head coach of the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. And boy, Wheatland had your number today. The Tigers had trouble in that first half, didn't they?
Yeah, you know, I just think that we didn't maybe come out with as much fire as we usually do. I think we maybe were a little tired from the bus ride, but it was one of those where you just have to, you know, put the last game aside and show up with a little bit of fire when you step on the court.
Well, in that third period, Paisley Hollingshead and Alicia Oldman really came up, along with Maddie Ornich, and kind of got you back in the game for a little bit.
Yeah, I challenged them at halftime like I usually do, and I said, we're not being us right now. We got to play our style of basketball, and they really responded to it, and I thought our third and fourth quarter, for the most part, were good. We let Lily get downhill a couple times, probably too many, and then she hit some pretty deep threes that we just didn't have hands up, and those are learning and growing lessons for us.
Boy, Anderson, what a player.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd love to have someone like her on the team. Of course, you do. You've got a couple. You've got Brianna Lincoln and Hayden Goggles, but unfortunately, they aren't on the floor tonight.
Yeah, they just weren't there, and those are generally our distributors and kind of our leaders on the floor, and we're just waiting for them to get back. And, I thought our girls did a really good job at responding in that second half, and just coming out with a little bit more fire and saying that we want to be who we are rather than what we were the last half. I told them we're just throwing that half away. It's not even worth looking at. But the second half was really where we shined today.
Yeah, you got it down to 6 points at one time before Anderson drilled a three and put the nail in the coffin. Boy, she had 31 points.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that happens. And, she would break the press right down the middle. And I finally had to tell the girls, when she inbounds the ball, you just got to go back, because she's going to split us right down the middle, and it puts our back people in a bad spot.
And that's exactly what she did all game, especially in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, in that fourth quarter, I think she just had a little more legs than we did. But, I thought we played pretty well overall in that second half. And, you got to look at the positives, and I think we won the second half overall by, I think it was 10 points or so.
Yes, yeah. And the free throws, 14 out of 18.
Yeah, we shot better from the line today, and once we started playing our basketball, we actually started getting fouls. There earlier, we were just timid and not going to the rim to finish. And then we started doing the things that we normally do, and it really started to just show how much better of a team we were than that first half.
Yeah, and you had three players in double figures. You had Daisy with 12, Paisley with 11, and Alicia with 10.
Yeah, and I thought we left a lot out there. We had some transition layups and then some layups in the first half that we just didn't finish. We just needed to get a little bit stronger and go to the rim, and they would have went. But when it comes down to it, you play the game to see who wins, and then it gives you a little bit more motivation the next time you get to play them, and hopefully we get to see them again.
Well, that's right. And if we do see him again, it'll be in the playoffs. So, yeah. But now this is the last non-conference game for a while. We go back into the conference play, and our next game is going to be at Lyman. And Lyman is always tough in their place, aren't they?
Yeah, their gym's kind of a lot like this one. It's just a different gym to play in than most of the girls are used to. And I think that we're up for that challenge. And like I said last night, we didn't spend any time prepping for Wheatland today because I knew it wasn't a conference game, and it's not really what we're worried about right now. It was more focusing on Mountain View, and then we'll shift over and focus on Lyman tomorrow. Well, Monday.
Well, on Monday, yeah. And then you have a single game next week, only one at Lyman, and then a single game the next week at Pinedale. So you have a little bit of more rest this coming 2 weeks.
Yeah, the R&R is going to be great for us. We just need to get some rest in. Girls are tired after playing all the tournament games, and just kind of get ourselves back into shape a little bit, and maybe not with all the bruises and stuff that come with playing in an actual game.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the facility here at Wheatland, we were talking about it beforehand with some Wheatland folks. This gym is about as old as the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. It was built in the early 70s, I think. And Bob Carey went up in 68. So, but they've done a lot of remodeling in here, and it looks pretty nice. And of course, we're up, when you talk about the crow's nest, we're in the Eagles area. I tell you, we're way up on top here, yeah. But it's a nice gym, and it'll be similar to the one you'll play in next week.
Yep, it is, kind of with that one big side. When I was in high school, this wall over here was all yellow. So one half of the game you'd be playing and you'd be staring at a yellow wall. So they've done some remodeling and painted it and made it so it's a little even.
Yeah, well, Drew, we appreciate you stopping by at halftime of the boys' game all the time, and we'll look forward to visiting with you next week down in Bridger Valley.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Okay. And let me get to the scoring here. For Lander, we had Caleb Andrews had one basket for 2 points. Finn McFadden had 2 free throws for 2 points. Quincy Gwynna won 3 ball for 3 points. Darian Herford a tray and 1 of 2 The young man trying to hit a shot from half court, just missed it. He missed it by that much.
Sort of like the Tigers did on some of those layups.
Darian Herford had 4 points, 1 3 and 1 for 2. Noah St. Clair in the game had, let's see, we have 6. He had 9 points in the first half, 3 field goals and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. And Pax Hollings had only had 2 points in that first period, first half on a field goal. Peyton Locke had 4 points on 2 field goals for Wheatland. Caden Neely had a 3 and a 2 for 5. Jacob Miller had 7. He's leading the Bulldogs. He had 2 field goals and 3 for 4 from the line, and then 1 3-pointer by Griffin Nichols rounds out the scoring for the Wheatland Bulldogs. Wheatland led at the end of the first period 14-5, and the Tigers came back and outscored them 17-5 in that second period for Lander to take the lead here at halftime by 22-19.
I think maybe the full court press helped start a little bit of that run to get back in the game. It changes the whole complexion of the game.
Yeah, it sure did. And the Tigers have been good on that full court press too.
Yeah, they did it earlier on this season. I don't know if they're just giving it a break and trying some other techniques here, but it definitely gets the team fired up. And Noah's spark there when he made that steal and went coast to coast got everybody a little bit fired up. The bench was jumping up.
Tell you what, Mick Cochran, the Wheatland coach, must be having an extended discussion with his team because they're not out on the floor yet, and we've just got 60 seconds to go before the third period tips off. Yeah. And they've been reminded with a 3-minute horn and a 2-minute horn, now a 1-minute horn. They're still not out on the court. Officials are here, though. That's good. We missed officials here down at the Rollins game for a while.
Yeah, that was a little interesting, and I think it took a good 3 to 5 minutes to get them there.
Yeah.
The hospitality room was spectacular, though, so you got to give them that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're down to a half a minute to go. Wheatland's still not out on the court. The Tigers are ready to go. They've got their 5 starters out on the floor, and it looks like we have Noah St. Clair, Darian Herford, Pax Hollingshead, Caleb Andrews, and Finn McFadden out there for the Tigers. Well, we're down to 10 seconds to go here, and the Wheatland Bulldogs haven't shown up yet. Well, we'll wait and see.
Well, here they arrive.
And they show up with 3 seconds to go. Yep. Okay, well, I'm sure they had some interesting discussion and playmaking on the clipboard at halftime. Okay, we're ready to go.
The coaches must be powwowing still because I don't see any coaches on the bench area at all.
Well, the officials had to go get the basketball from the scorers table. Yep, no coaches, but we have players, and we're underway. With it is Jacob Miller. Miller on the far side outside to Foland for Wheatland to Locke. Now it goes to Lind. Lind on the near side, Foland over to Miller. Miller on the far side outside now hands it off to Locke. Back on the near side, Neely. And with it now is Miller. Miller on top of the key to Lind. Lind on the far side outside to Neely. Neely passes it off to Locke. Locke on the outside, almost a steal by Noah St. Clair.
Yeah, he anticipated that well.
Yeah, and Aiden Lind was able to keep it in. Good defense by the Tigers. We've got a man-for-man defense going there.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are more deliberate in slowing it down, but that's for sure.
Yeah, there is Neely. Neely can't shoot. Hands it off to Lind. Lind, we played a minute, and Wheatland's had the ball the whole minute.
Hasn't done a shot, though. They're being very deliberate on what they're doing.
Here's Foland in the lane. Oh, he traveled. No call. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Lander, and Foland hits the floor. He just fell down.
Yeah, he tried to spin and throw up a prayer hoping for a foul. No luck.
No luck. The prayer was not answered. So Tylen Foland, a sophomore, scoring 8 points a game to take the ball out into Neely. On top of the key, Miller. Miller drives in the lane. He's in the paint. Stops, puts up the shot. Yeah, he got it.
They had a nice defense on him. We had him 2-on-1, and he just kind of twisted and split them and went right down the middle of them.
22-21, Lander by 1. Here's Herford. Herford in the corner. Gives it off to Caleb Andrews. Pass behind his back, or dribble rather. Andrews has it again. Here's Hollingshead back to Andrews, far side. Driving the lane, not shooting, but here's Andrews for three. Andrews, Caleb gets a nice shot for three. Lander up by 4, 25-21. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Coming back now on the, going right to left on the floor here at Wheatland. Locke has it. Guarded very closely. Underneath, Lind, he puts it up and in.
Yeah, there's a breakdown on the defensive end there for sure. He was underneath in the paint with nobody in the key.
25-23, Lander by 2. Whistle.
Yeah.
And a player control foul against the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Paxson there. He came down and threw a little forearm shiver into him.
And
put him on the deck.
That was his second personal foul, first of the third period. So Wheatland has a chance to tie or go ahead here on this possession. Lander full court pressure. Down court, it's Miller. Across the timeline on the right-hand wing in the corner to Locke. Locke on the near side now, Neely. Neely holds the ball, dribbles it once, now to Foland on the left wing. Foland drives in the paint underneath the basket, stolen away by the Tigers.
Yeah, Paxson anticipated that and got right in the passing lane.
3 ball by Darian Herford goes in, his second tray of the game, and Lander's up now 5, 28-23. 5 minutes to go, third period. He didn't even hesitate, Jerry.
No, and we need that three-point shooting.
Here's Locke on the right side. Locke looking back on top of the key to Lind. Over in the near side, it goes to Miller. Miller in the lane, loses the ball, but he's fouled. They're going to call Hollingshead, I think, for a foul.
I think so. Is that his third already?
Yeah, well, no, second player, second, 22, Noah.
Yeah, Noah, okay.
Noah got that foul. Second personal, second team foul. Too bad because they threw it away on that play.
Yeah.
Okay, Wheatland now again with the basketball, 4:45 to go in the third. Here's a drive at the baseline. Turnaround shot blocked by St. Clair. Down court. No, that wasn't St. Clair.
No, that was Pax.
Yeah, that was Cora. There's a 3 ball from the corner. Not good. Lynn gets the rebound on the shot from Caleb Andrews, who just had hit a 3. And there's a steal, but we have timeout.
Yeah, the Wheatland coach called it before we got him, but yeah, we had him trapped on the sideline again, which is a good way to get a steal.
4:24 to go in the third. Lander by 5, 28-23, 30-second timeout. And Wheatland's coaches finally showed back up. Mick Cochran. They had an extended visit outside, apparently drawing up plays. So, of course, I don't know what they do out there when they're. Okay, 10 seconds to go here in the timeout. Another gym that's just like this one is at Grable.
Uh-huh.
And Lovell has a similar gym, but it has bleachers on the other side. So it's a little bit larger than this one. But this one, for the age that it is looking pretty good.
Yeah, they kept it up very nicely.
Okay, Wheatland will take it out with Foland on the far side outside. Inbounds, it goes to Miller. Miller back in the middle. Finn back to Miller.
Finn's
Underneath.
got good defense, almost swatted it away.
Almost got it swatted away. And there it is, steal. Nice 2-on-3, and the Tigers slow it up. Here's McFadden. Pax Hollingshead for 3. No, it was too short.
Yeah, you know, I wish he would really follow his shot on that because they're coming right back into his area. And
Yeah.
he could just get that rebound with his height and just put it right back up.
Here's a shot underneath the basket. Not good. Rebounded
Nice
by Andrews. Andrews, quick down, 2-on-2. Back in the corner. Herford for 3. And it's not good. Boxed out of bounds, and it'll go to Wheatland.
Yeah, they had him boxed out, but Caleb came flying through that gap and almost pulled off that offensive rebound.
Yeah, 3:41 to go. Third, Lander by 5. No one scored here in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, but the action's been back and forth, pretty fast pace.
Yeah, it has. So Lander full court pressure again. Wheatland's Folan brings it into the forecourt. Double teamed, gets away. And now on top of the key and back over to Luck. Luck far side outside to Lind. I think I called him Finn the other a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, Noah cut him off, so they're working along that sideline and got in trouble.
And a steal by the Tigers. Another turnover. Lander has a 3-on-2. Shot off the glass. Oh, it doesn't go in for Noah Sinclair. Tigers, we better check and see if there's a...
Oh, nice hustle with
Tigers get the ball underneath. Whistle, layup, good!
Coach Stu got a little nervous there and called the timeout, and we would have got an easy basket.
Oh,
with
he called
hustle.
the timeout?
Yeah, Darian was on the floor and got the ball and flipped it over his shoulder to a streak-in, I think, Pax, maybe?
You know, that's what happened last year in a game. No, it was this year in a game. He called timeout, and Finn had an open lane and scored the bucket, but it was no good, and we lost by 1 to Thermopolis.
Yeah. Hopefully that won't be as crucial on this game there, but
you know, a fast timeout is very advantageous most of the time.
Yeah, and
because you get to keep the ball.
Yeah, and he was trying to protect his player too.
Exactly.
He was on the ground and probably would have got tied up. So
yeah,
just fluky luck at Darian's hustle on the floor. He went a little scrappy there. He's got some wrestler in him.
Yeah, he does. Quincy Gwynna will take the ball out for the Tigers, leading by 5 with 3:06 to go, third period. 28-23, Lander. Gwynna underneath the Wheatland basket. There's the whistle, inbounds, goes to Finn. Finn McFadden, he stops in the lane, turnaround jumper. Oh, just a little bit long, but he gets his own rebound, just like you were saying. He followed his shot. McFadden underneath the basket, ball slossed all the way.
Brendan Coleman just couldn't get his hands on it.
Turnover by the Tigers, still full court pressure. And we're down to 2:44 to go. Lander by 5. Wheatland looking to get some points on the board this trip. There's Locke in the corner. Shot by Miller. It's no good. And Lander gets the rebound. Boy, that was quite a shove in the back there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Underneath the basket we go. Finn McFadden in the paint on the far side. Outside shot for 3 is just a little bit short.
Oh, he followed his shot, though, almost pulled it off.
Yeah, the rebound goes to Wheatland. Double teamed on the far side. And bringing it into the forecourt now to end the 10-second count is Jacob Miller. Miller, near side, goes to Nichols. Nichols, far side outside, Foland. Foland has it midway between the two lines on top of the key to Nichols. Nichols moves to the right-hand side. Minute 56 to go, third. Guarded very closely, almost a steal. There's Foland, loses the ball. Up and in by Jacob Miller. His second point, and it's 28-25, 3-point game. Tigers come back. Here's Romer. Romer has the ball knocked away, but it's picked up. Tigers have it. On top, Gwynna. Gwynna on the right-hand side, just outside the lane. Here's a shot by McFadden for 3. In and out, not good. Rebound, Tigers for 2.
I think that was Brendan Coleman with a great position there. The sophomore's got some good length on him. Planted himself, got the offensive board, and now he's going to shoot the free throw.
And got a foul. So the personal foul is going to go against whom? They haven't put it up on the board yet.
No.
Still waiting. Oh, it goes against Locke. That's his second. And the first team foul against Wheatland in this half. Now Coleman at the free throw line, his first attempt at the charity stripe today. Nails it.
Yeah,
Gets the three-point play. 31-25. Lander's largest lead is 6. Down court, Miller into the forecourt. Long pass is knocked away. Picked up, though, by Folan. Folan underneath on top. He's got the ball. Can't move inside, so he goes to the right. Hands it off to Miller. Miller in the corner, tries to drive the baseline. Ball's knocked away on the ground, and we have a held ball, and it'll go to Wheatland.
Yeah, that was.
Or do we have a foul? Oh, we have a foul.
No. Brendan Coleman diving for the ball.
Ah, gosh, I didn't think that was.
Good hustle, though, on his part.
Third team foul against the Tigers. First foul on Coleman. Under a minute to go now, third period. Lander by 6. In the corner, far side outside is Neely. Drives the baseline, can't shoot. On top of the key, goes to Lind. Lind can't shoot. Back on top of the key it goes. With it is Neely. His shot's not good.
Oh.
And if he goes out of bounds on the rebound, does Neely, and Lander will have the ball.
Yeah, he was out of bounds on his straddling the line there when he got the ball.
31-25, 36 seconds to go.
We should play it for the last shot, or should we go for 2 here?
Well, let's see what happens. I'm sure that they know what to do. There's Leica with the ball. On the near side, Quincy Gwynna now. Quincy, oh, they're going for the last shot because he walks all the way back to the timeline.
Well, 15 seconds. Let's go.
Whistle timeout by Stu Mullins. A 30. So with 14 seconds to go, Coach Mullins is going to draw up a play. Lander leads 31-25 here in the third.
Mm-hmm.
And they've only committed 3 fouls this period to 1 by Wheatland. So no one in danger of the bonus unless it gets real crazy here in the last 14 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty calm on the Tigers and get that last shot. I just like them to take that last shot like with 3-4 seconds left, so maybe get an offensive rebound, put it back up. Well, a lot of teams will just wait to the last minute, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Last second.
Okay, the timeout is over. Tigers come back out with instructions from Stu Mullins for the last 14 seconds of the third period. Tigers will have it on the near side, Jerry.
Yeah, it looks like Coulter's going to be inbounding, and Quinn is probably going to get the pass, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, and that's exactly what happens. Gwynna brings it in. Near side, St. Clair. St. Clair has it on top of the key outside the arc. 4 seconds to go. Shot for 3 goes over the backboard. That will give the ball with 1 second to go to Wheatland. So they didn't get the pass. So Wheatland's Caden Neely will take the ball out. Here's the pass to Folan, and Folan long shot goes over the backboard. So that's the end of the third period of play. And after 3, it's Lander has 31, and the Wheatland Bulldogs have 25. So only 6 points in the quarter by Wheatland, and Lander, not much better than that, had 9 points in the quarter. So it's 31-25. Jerry, how about what happened there in the third?
Well, obviously the full court press kind of set the tone again, and good defense. It seems like we were able to get through the middle, slicing and dicing, and those layups just kind of fell. So I think Paxton's defense helped quite a bit too there. He got a block, and stewed that off too. Noah by far is leading the team with most of the points. The balanced scoring that we normally see with the Lander Tigers hasn't shown up yet this game. So maybe this fourth quarter they'll space it out and other people will contribute. I know Quincy's been practicing his threes. I kind of see him over there at the Mountain High Gymnasium after school working on a shot.
Yeah, well, 9 points in the game for Noah. He's the leading scorer for Lander. No one in double figures. Lander scored 9 points in that period to 6 for the Wheatland Bulldogs. So 8 minutes to go in the game. Here for all the marbles. 8 minutes left. Lander leads 31-25. Wheatland will have the ball first. The official is at the score badge. I don't know what he's
smooching and
he's calling the other
one's
officials over. I don't know what the deal is.
Looks like the Wheatland coach had a concern, so they're going to look.
Two of the officials are huddling.
Oh, the third
No,
one's
now
gonna
the
come
third
over.
one's coming over. Okay.
We'll get the whole crew there, and I'm sure they'll come up with a solution.
Oh, Lander has the basketball.
Oh, nice.
So that's what the discussion was. Apparently, he thought they should have it, and it is Lander's ball. So the Tigers, Gwynna takes it out into McFadden. Play just underway in the final minutes. Here's to Gwynna. Gwynna on top of the key. Near side it goes to Romer. Romer underneath to St. Clair, and he's called for traveling.
Yeah.
Well, just an extra step or two.
Yeah.
All right, 31-25.
Full court press again.
Yeah, Wheatland breaks it pretty easy this time.
Yeah, they're going down the middle, which is a smart way to do it.
Yeah, and with the ball is Miller. Miller, far side, outside to Locke, and almost over and back, but not quite. Foland has it now.
Nope.
There's a steal by the Tigers underneath the basket. Noah St. Clair for two.
Oh, that was a nice step. He just went, changed hands, and the defenders couldn't knock it away. That was a great play by Noah.
Noah with the basket now is in double figures with 11. Here's Foland that gives it off on the near side to Miller. Miller on top of the key. Uncontested three for Kalen Neely. No one was on him, Jerry. It was just wide open.
Yeah, Brennan was a little late in getting back to him, but he tried everything he could. He knew that he missed him.
33-28, Lander with the lead. In the corner, McFadden has it on the far side outside. Now on top and around the horn to St. Clair. Back over in the horn on the other side. Gwynna for three. No. Rebounded underneath the basket by the Tigers. And here's Noah St. Clair. He can't shoot the baseline. Underneath the McFadden. His shot is not good. And no foul called. Rebound all the way down. Turnover, Wheatland. Too long of a pass.
Trying to lead the fast break a little bit too far, so threw it out of bounds.
And the clock kept running, too. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
6:27 now. They ran about 4 seconds off the clock. And Tigers come back. Here's St. Clair on the near side. Over to McFadden. McFadden can't shoot. Blocked off. Hands it behind him. Now over to Gwynna on the near side. To McFadden.
Nice
McFadden
fake.
drives. Soft floater. No, not good. He hasn't had luck with that soft floater for a while.
No, and last night it was magnificent. He seemed like he was floating in the air there. I think it's the legs. I think he's just tired.
6 minutes to go in the game. Lander 33, Wheatland 28. Underneath is Neely. Neely in the lane, can't shoot. Here's a three ball up. Good.
Yeah, he's a long distance shooter. I remember in the first half he made one from deep too.
Yeah, so it's a 2-point game, 33-31. Here's St. Clair off to McFadden, near side Gwynna. Gwynna with it, dribbles across the key, gives it to Leica. Leica off to St. Clair. Now in the corner, back to Gwynna. Gwynna at the free throw line, can't shoot, to St. Clair. Underneath the basket on the baseline is Gwynna. On top of the key, here's a shot for three. It's short, not good. Rebounded by Wheatland.
Front of the rim.
Front of the rim. Man, that could have been a foul right there, but it wasn't called on Lander.
Yeah,
so we got away with one there.
Garrett Romer playing a little tough D.
Caden Neely on the far side outside to Foland. Foland at the free throw line, doesn't shoot. Passes the ball behind him, and now over to Miller. Miller on top of the key. 2-point lead by Lander. Oh, a Euro step, and he's fouled.
Almost went in there, too, so I'll have to earn these from the charity stripe.
And let's see who the foul's called on. It goes against Coleman.
Yeah.
Brenner gets the personal foul, his second. That is the first team foul against the Lander, the fourth. And the free throw is up and good by Miller. And it's a 1-point game, 33-32.
Yeah, 3-person substitution. Looks like we got the starting 5 on the floor here.
Okay, Miller at the free throw line for Wheatland can tie it up here, and he does. Okay, they are tied 33 all, 4:40 to go in the game here in Wheatland. Tigers come back down. There's St. Clair on the near side. Hereford was open for a second. Here's St. Clair in the corner. Shot for three. Is up off, not good. Wheatland gets the rebound. That wasn't Hereford that shot that. That was Hollingshead.
Yep.
Down court. Here's Foland in the paint. Off in the corner. Neely. Neely has it. Drives the baseline. And, a blocking foul called on the Tiger. I thought he walked out of bounds.
Yeah, he panicked there and tried to throw it off the Lander Tiger to get the possession.
And they called the foul on Lander. That
Brennan again for a second?
No, I don't know who did. They haven't put it up.
Oh, okay.
22, St. Clair maybe?
Hollingshead.
Hollingshead.
Wow.
Second of the quarter. Pax gets his second personal foul, not a shooting foul.
Yeah, third.
Halfway through the fourth period of play, underneath the basket, there's a shot up. Not good. Knocked out of bounds. They'll stay with Wheatland.
Yeah, good defense on Finn, though. He almost blocked it and got the rebound.
Yeah. So Wheatland takes over. 4:05 to go in the game. We're halfway there in this period. Inbounds in the corner. Brings it outside. Locke. Now over. Miller can't shoot. To Neely. Near side. Nichols. Nichols across the key to Locke. That's an L-A-U-C-K, that kind of a lock. Here's a shot for three from the corner. Not good. Wheatland gets the rebound. Here's Foland. Underneath Nichols for, he missed the layup. So St. Clair gets the rebound for Lander quickly down court. Here's Andrews. Long cross-court pass in the corner. Hereford for three. It's off, not good. Rebound pulled down by Wheatland. They've got a man all the way down court. Layup. What a beautiful block.
That's Finn.
Finn McFadden with the block. Lander 3-on-3 whistle and a traveling call.
Wow.
Turnover Lander. Well, we're tied at 33, 3:18 to go. We're getting down to every point is going to count from here on, as if it does all game long.
Yeah, sure, but I understand what you're saying there. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty time.
Here's a shot from outside. Good for three. Caden Neely, that is his fourth three of the game. 36-33, down to 3 minutes to go. Here's Andrews for the Tigers. On the near side, underneath it goes. On the far side, here's a shot. McFadden to answer. No, it's too long. With the rebound is Neely. He gives it off to Foland. Foland at the free throw. Back to Neely again at the baseline, the free throw line. The Locke. Locke over to Nichols.
Nope.
Bounce pass. Back on the far side to Miller. Miller lays it up. No, not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. McFadden gets the rebound all alone underneath. Lays it up and in and one.
Yeah.
Great effort by Noah St. Clair. Gets the basket. And the foul goes against Wheatland.
Leading scorer, obviously, but I think his spark when he gets to the defensive steal and he just takes off coast to coast, unless they're stopping him, he's going to get a shot off, if not make the bucket.
Personal foul goes against Griffin Nichols, his second. And their first. Noah at the free throw line for the Tigers can tie the game, and he does.
Nice.
We're all tied up at 36 with 2:20 to go.
These last 2 minutes are going to be fun, Ernie. Let's hold on.
Yeah, they are. Whistle and a timeout called by Wheatland. Timeout on the floor, 2:17 to go, Jerry. We're all knotted up at 36. Pretty exciting game here.
Yes, it looked a little sluggish in the first quarter, and it looked like they might get a little repeat there of getting a big lead and having to claw the way back. But it's been nonstop after the second half up and down the court. And these last 2 minutes here should be a barn burner. Should be a good effort on both teams. Officials are still conferring there, doing some explanations to each other, which is good to see. I like to see teamwork. Kind of make sure they're getting their areas and their calls in the proper sequence.
Okay, the officials have blown the whistle. Whistle number 1. One more whistle to go. And there it is.
Yep.
Okay,
over.
2:17 to go. Wheatland will have the ball on the near side. Foland to take it out, the sophomore.
Yeah, looks like the same starting 5, so
Yeah.
our strength against theirs.
Okay, Foland into Miller. Miller on top of the key. Far side, Nichols. Nichols having some trouble. Tries a shot. No, not good. Lander rebounds. Little hook shot was short.
Yeah, Noah was in position to get the rebound.
St. Clair with the rebound. Tigers come down the court. Here's Hereford, doesn't shoot. Hollingshead. Now McFadden on the far side outside.
Directing traffic.
Yeah, calling directions on the near side. Off to Hereford and out of bounds. Touched, though, by Neely. So Lander retains possession. 1:44 to go.
Yeah,
We're all
a little too close for comfort on that pass there. They got to make it sure it's crisp.
okay. Here's Hollingshead for 3. No, not good. Whistle over the back. Finn McFadden went over the back on the rebound, and that'll be his second foul and the third in the fourth period. Okay, here we go. Oh, they called that on Andrews.
Yeah, Caleb there.
Caleb got that. I thought that was Finn. Sorry about that. Here we go. Wheatland all tied. 90 seconds to go in the game. Neely shot off. Not good. Lander rebounds. McFadden gets the board. Quickly down court to Andrews. In the corner. Darian Hereford from 5. Got it.
Yep. Went in the paint. Did that little soft hook.
Timeout called by Stu Mullins. We have 77 seconds to go in the game. Lander leads 38-36 here at Wheatland. And this is coming right down to the nubs, as they say.
Good way to end the day there, Ernie. We had a nice long drive, saw some good basketball. So the last 2 minutes there should get our blood pressure up and down the court. I'm looking forward to it.
Being serenaded there by the Wheatland High drum line.
Yeah.
That sound comes right up to the ceiling. It bounces right back down on us.
Yeah, I think it's like a reverb. I feel like I'm a little bit in an echo chamber.
Yeah. Well, we haven't been blown out by the air conditioning but once today.
Yeah.
There's a vent right above our spots.
Yeah.
And when it comes on, let me tell you, folks, it blows really well. Okay, the Tigers took the timeout after the basket, or the free throw. Noah now in the game has 14 points, leading scorer for Lander. He's the only Tiger in double figures.
Yeah.
And Wheatland will have it out under their own basket.
Yeah, Darian's pretty close with 9. All right, tough D, guys.
Tigers lead by 2. 64 seconds to go. Down court, underneath the basket is Neely. Neely stops, turns, can't shoot. Neely underneath on the far side, lock, shot off the glass, no, and a player controlled foul.
That was Darian had position underneath there. It was a good defense all the way around. Every Tiger was right in the face and the area of the Bulldogs.
So we're under a minute to go. Lander leads by 2. The Tigers have the ball underneath the basket. Looks like they're going to run some time here, Jerry.
Yep.
Oh, almost lost the ball. Finn McFadden has it on the far side outside. And timeout as Andrews gets the ball. Stu Mullins drawing a play. 42 seconds to go. Lander leading by 2. Exciting finish.
Yeah. I think it's a little early to be trying to run the clock out all the way, but it's worked for him in the past.
Yeah.
Caleb Andrews was in the corner 3-point area all by himself. He was thinking about driving in too, but I think the instructions were to keep it out and do a little bit of a weave because he did not drive to the basket. And I think the look on his face, he was tempted. He had an opportunity.
He sure did.
the lane's there, and you can do an opportunity for an easy layup.
It was a full timeout, so we've got about a half a minute left in the timeout. And 40-some seconds to go here in the game. Lander by 2, and they'll have the basketball. So ball control, no fouls. The order of the game for the Tigers. Both teams back out on the floor now.
Yeah, ball control, no turnovers for sure.
Yeah, exactly. 42 seconds left in the game.
I think you just keep running your offense and wait for an open lane.
Yep. St. Clair takes it out.
Oh, full court press.
Yeah. Wheatland. Oh, there's a reach-in foul on Foland. That's his first of the game. His team fouls third, so no shooting. Lander will have it out again. St. Clair to take it out. 39 seconds left. Inbounds to Finn McFadden in the backcourt, and he's fouled immediately by Nichols. And they've got one more foul to give. And then Lander will be shooting. That is his third personal foul. Yep. Okay. Gwynna back into the lineup for the Tigers. Andrews out. St. Clair to take it out here in the near side. Backcourt, Lander by 2, 38 seconds to go. There's the inbounds to Gwynna, and he's fouled. And this will be a shooting foul.
Interesting.
So that is the 5th team foul against Wheatland. And the personal goes against Nichols. That's his 4th, team 5th. So Quincy Gwynna, who has one tray in the game at the free throw line for the first time. Lander with a 2-point lead. Now 3.
Oh, make it 3. This one
he needs one more to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, they'll take a lot of pressure off if he can make this one.
Yeah. Lander 39-36. Next shot is in the air. Got it. And a timeout called right away by Stu Mullins, I think.
Yeah, I think he put him in specifically for the inbound pass to get fouled and shoot the free throws, and then he's going to bring his guy in.
Bring him right back out. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a good play.
Okay, 36 seconds to go. Wheatland trails by 4. They've got the basketball. No fouls on a 3-point shot, please.
Yeah.
Down court, Jacob Miller has it. Miller loses it out of bounds, but it was knocked out by Finn McFadden.
Yeah, good hands, good hands.
26 seconds to go. Now Quincy Gwynna comes back in, and Wheatland's coach, Mick Cochran, calls timeout.
Yeah,
and it's a full, so we'll be here for 60 seconds.
Yeah, looks like Coach Stu has a plan there with Caleb and Quincy because he's just alternating them on the offensive and defensive possessions. So he wants to get every advantage that he can.
Well, that's what you do when you're the coach. You know,
that's what you want in a coach, right?
Use your personnel.
Yeah.
He calls the official over now.
I admire high school coaches because they don't have the advantage of going out and recruiting.
No.
They have to play with the hand they're dealt and the kids that live in their district. And I think it's a little bit challenging for high school coaches to have to adapt to your players and strengths and losing players and developing new ones. There's a lot to it. Most rewarding, though, for your community if you can pull it off and get a good group together.
Okay, the timeout's just about over. Wheatland's already on the floor. They'll be taking it out in the form of Tylen Foland. Okay, 26 seconds to go. Lander by 4. Wheatland with the basketball. The sophomore to take it out for Wheatland. And there's the inbounds to Miller. Miller on the far side outside. Back over here, 3-pointer, Nichols. No. Rebound to Foland for Wheatland. On top of the key, Nichols gets it right back.
No foul,
We're down to 13 seconds to go underneath the basket. Layup is good by Miller. It's a 1-point game. There's the inbounds pass. Lander has a player all alone, and they call timeout. 1 second to go. Lander has a 1-point lead or 2-point lead.
I'm not sure, but
wait a minute. What happened here?
They're saying that he caught the ball out of bounds. That coach is wanting possession. Referees are directing them back to their side of the bench.
Well, let's see what the call is. I thought we got a timeout, but maybe not.
I'm not sure. I was watching the.
Wheatland is going to be given the ball.
With 1 second left, I think a good D will stop that.
Lander leads by 2, 40-38.
And Noah pops in their huddle.
Yeah.
I like him. He's got a
and
lot
the coach,
of character.
Coach gives him a little pat on the back there.
Yeah, playfully shoves him out of their huddle.
1.2 seconds to go. Folland.
No crazy foul.
Intercepted by the Tigers. The game is over. Lander wins. Lander 40 and the Wheatland Bulldogs 38. So Lander picks up a great win on the road, and this will be their 8th win of the season. Tigers are now 8-3 overall, and Lander wins this one, a nail biter. Jerry?
Yeah, 40-38, and I think with the victory last night, Ernie, it went to 8-3. So I'm checking my notes, but I'm thinking they may have advanced up to 9-3.
Okay, 11, 13, 15 here. I'm going to total up the scorebook.
Okay, take your time. Let's make sure the numbers are accurate.
Well, let's see. Last night, the Tigers beat Mountain View, and they were 7-3 coming into that game.
Okay.
So Tigers are now 8-3 on the season.
Close game all the way down. A little controversial call there at the end when they called Paxson out of bounds, but with 1.2 seconds left, as long as they didn't do anything silly, I don't think they would have been in any danger there, having to throw the ball in past half court. So 40-38.
Well, Lander was outscored in that period by 13-9. But I tell you what, Caden Neely came in and hit 3 threes that gave everyone here a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
He brought the game right to the end. But the Tigers come away with the win, 40-38. And anytime you can get a win on the road, Jerry, you're doing well.
Oh, yeah. Even though it was non-conference, with the conference victory last night and the non-conference win today, it's going to be a nice momentum building, which they need, Ernie, because they're going to be on an extended road trip here for the next several games.
A lot of Lander fans made the trip. That was a nice roar at the end of the game there by the Lander fans who were here.
They were kind of quiet most of the time.
Yeah, well, you know, when the game gets down to the end, I might have a sore throat tomorrow. I haven't talked for 3 straight hours for a long time.
You've done a marvelous job. I want so much to help you, and Kevin and Leanne back in the office were so helpful in trying to get the technical difficulties worked out. And you went back to your old style of radio play-by-play, and it was a pleasure to listen to you, and I hope I assisted you.
Well, thank you much. Got a final from Rock Springs. The Rock Springs Lady Tigers beat the Riverton Lady Wolverines in an exciting game, 48-47. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Might be the Montiff of the day here, close finishes.
Yeah, really. And let's see here. I'm going to call up, well, maybe I won't.
I think we'll be able to get Coach Stu here.
Yeah, I think he'll be up as soon as he talks to the team. So
it'll be a nice way to end the broadcast with the coach's input and viewpoint.
Okay, let's see. It's in the third period down in Denver, and the Broncos lead the Bills 23-17. So
Okay, thanks for the
I-
NFL update.
I
Ernie.
had to check on that, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It was interesting to see the fans here, the NFL fans sporting their Bills, obviously, for their favorite player out of the University of Wyoming.
Yeah, a lot
And-
of players here, or a lot of people in the stands with Bills coats on.
But then again, the loyalty being so close to Denver, there was quite a few Denver jerseys too, so it looked like a good mixed match there.
Yeah, I saw a report on one of the Denver TV stations today coming down, and the report was about the divided loyalties. Everyone in this era, you know, usually goes for Denver, but
Right.
Josh Allen has changed that around. So Denver leading 23-17 here in the third period with 3 minutes to go. So let's take a look at the scoring.
Yeah.
Back to high school basketball from
Absolutely.
NFL. I just
And
had to check that score.
Oh yeah, I totally understand, but that's why we're here.
Okay, and Jacob Miller for the Wheatland Bulldogs. Let's see, he had 5 field goals. He was 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Had a total of 15 points. There goes that big fan again. And Caden Neely had 4 threes and 1 2 for a total of 14 points. He did not have any free throws. Then it goes all the way down to Tylen Foland, who had 2 baskets in the first period for 4 points. 3 points by Griffin Nichols. He had 1 tray in the second period. And then Aiden Lind had 2 points on 1 field goal. So high scorer Miller for the Wheatland Bulldogs with 15 and Caden Neely with 14. And now for the Lander Valley Tigers, we had 1 player in double figures, and that was Noah St. Clair. Noah had 6 field goals. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he had 5 field goals, and he was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Total of 14 points. With 8 points was Darian Herford. Darian had 2 trays, 1 field goal, and
1 free throw?
1 free throw, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points each by Caleb Andrews. He had a 3 and a field goal, and 5 points for Quincy Gwena. He had a 3 and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 very important free throws.
Yeah, they brought him in special for that.
Yeah, sure did. 3 points in the game by Brenner Coleman with a basket and 1 for 1 at the line. Good 3-point play. 2 points by Pax Hollingshead on a first quarter field goal. 2 points. This is amazing. 2 points by Finn McFadden. They really had defense on him.
Yep.
Mostly double teamed the whole way. He had 2 for 2 from the line for a total of 2 points. So Noah St. Clair with the high point scorer for Lander and the only player in double figures with 14 points. But again, we talked about this a lot this year. 7 players in the scorebook for Lander, only 5 players in the scorebook for the Wheatland Bulldogs, as that even scoring, balanced scoring by the Tigers again makes a difference.
Yeah, and it shows that even when someone's struggling there, like Finn and Pax only had 2 points apiece, and they're normally closer to 10. And they didn't come through tonight for the obvious reasons on the defense and just missing some shots. And the other player stepped up, especially Noah. He was a spark plug to the majority of the game on the defensive end.
Yeah, he sure was.
And the offensive end with his points. It looks like Stu's making his way up now.
Yep.
I'm going to turn the headset over to him, Ernie, so you get ready with all your questions for him.
All right, very good. Turnovers 10 for Wheatland and only 7 for Lander. And Lander in the entire game, let's see, we missed 3 free throws. Okay, here we have Stu Mullins, head coach of Lander Valley, joining us here on the top of the stadium. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Very key win here, 40-38 on the road. When you get a road victory, you take them every time.
Absolutely, and especially against this team, and their style of play. They limit possessions, and Sorry, that was a long.
That was a
haul.
long walk up here. 28 rows up the top where we are. Yeah.
But you know, they've been in every game that they've played in this year, and you know, they had a good game plan for us, you know, running zone, and we struggled early on just making really easy shots, and we got really good shots. We just missed them, and you know, we didn't shoot very well at all this weekend. But kind of an anomaly as far as what we've done this year, and to win that game, uh, you know, as difficult as it was, and as low scoring as it was, and you know, you get a decent lead, and they come back, and then you hold off. You know, I just couldn't be more proud of how they played today.
Yeah, I was going to call the custodian to see if there was a lid on the Lander basket there in the first half. We couldn't buy a bucket. Missed
No.
all those layups and second chance shots, but then the free throws started to come.
Yeah, you know, their zone was really kind of a matchup, and our zone offense was not looking great against it. So we just switched back to our man offense and just said, go and figure it out and play. And we've got really good basketball players, and you know, a 17-point second quarter got us right back in the game, and got us the lead. And you know, we would have liked to finish it a little bit better. You know, number 10 hitting 4 threes today.
Yep.
You know, I don't think he has 4 threes on the season, and that happens on the road. And we adjusted and got the stops that we needed. And Noah hit 2 huge free throws at the end, and
Yep.
and you know, we're on our way. So really proud of the kids. You know, this Wheatland team, you know, they dang near beat Thermopolis last weekend. They dang near they were up you know, big on Green River, and you know,
And they beat Sheridan.
Yeah. And you know, so very tough team, and we were fortunate to win it, but it feels so good to do it.
Well, Noah, 14 points today led your effort in scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and he had a great game. Made some crucial free throws. He was in lanes, getting steals, timely turnovers, and did a really nice job early on, getting a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks. And you know, super proud of Finn today.
Yep.
You know, struggled to score, but affected the game in other ways, and got rebounds and assists and steals. And it was a good lesson for all of our kids that you can affect the game without scoring, even when you're one of our better players, or you know, the kid that scores consistently for us. So it took them all, and I was extremely proud of them.
Yeah, well, it was very interesting that the Tigers defense kept getting those turnovers, and they were crashing the boards on the defensive side.
Yeah, we did a really nice job rebounding today, and especially on the offensive end, I felt like, you know, kind of kept us in it early, and you know, just continued to crash. They did a lot better job boxing out. Wheatland did in the second half, and you know, but we got some timely ones, and man, if we could have just hit a few more shots, this game probably looks a lot different. But it is what it is, and like we just told the kids, I mean, you got good teams, you know, win a million different ways. You know, we're the leading scoring team in the state. Some nights, every shot's going to go down for you. But sometimes, you know, 5% of your games are going to look like this, and there's going to be a regional game that looks exactly like this, and you got to win it and find a way, and they did.
We were very interested to see your strategy near the end of the game. You put Quincy in, and he got fouled right away and made the free throws. That was critical.
That was by design.
Yeah.
He's a really good free throw. She's just a really good shooter, and so yeah, we're still working on our offense defense substitutions, but we'll get there.
Yeah, and of course you came back. You had a very slow start, as you said, but then that 17 points in the second period puts you back in the game.
Yeah, huge. I mean, to respond the way that they did, and again, it wasn't for a lack of getting really good shots. I mean, we were 1 foot from the hoop and missing, and you know, we got to finish through contact a lot better than what we did, and you know, so we're going to learn a lot again just from these last 2 games, yesterday and today. And every team teaches us something new that we've got to get better at, and this group will.
And that number 13, he ended with 15 points. Miller, boy, he could sneak his way through the lane there, couldn't he?
He's super tough. Yeah, he's their best kid, 11, was out today. But that just changes the game a little bit, and they're in these types of games all the time. It would have been probably the exact same score whether he's there or not. So that gave 13 and 4, an opportunity to shine a little bit more today. And Jacob is their leading scorer anyways, even with Tate on the team. And so he's a really tough player, junior. They're going to be really good this year. They already are, but they're going to be really good next year. They only have 1 senior.
Right, and that's the youth is good. Of course, the Tigers have their own bunch of juniors and sophomores.
For sure.
And 2 freshmen.
Yep. We definitely have our share of good kids too at the youth level.
Okay, now we go down to Lyman, start conference play next week in a gym very similar to this one. And first or second conference game of the season, and the next, 3 are on the road.
Yeah. I don't think we have to climb this high next week, but
no, we don't.
It's a tough place to play, and they're really good. I mean, they beat Pinedale yesterday, and they were up on Douglas at halftime last week, like 27-11 or something like that. And Douglas made a furious comeback on them, and they're just I mean, it's just like Mountain View. I mean, year to year to year, they look the same, they play the same. Lyman's the same way. They're just long, they're kind of awkward to play against, and they've got some players, they've got a couple shooters, and so we've got our hands full for sure. We've got to really improve over the course of the week to be ready to go down there and try to steal one.
Well, it's important to win conference games on the road so you can get the better seating at regionals.
Yeah, that's one of our things the last few years is we've been dang close on the road in some of these, and it sure, you're exactly right. It sure helps if you can go win that first one and then get the next one at home.
Yeah, exactly. Coach, thanks for coming up all the way here to the Rafters.
Yeah, good luck on the way down.
Yeah.
And drive safe.
We'll see you in Lyman. Okay, Lander Valley coach Stu Mullins talking with us on our Click It or Ticket post-game show. And again, the Tigers come away with a very exciting 40-38 victory over the Wheatland Bulldogs today. Second victory over Wheatland. Lander won earlier by 11 in the post-Christmas time, or pre-Christmas in the tournament. So the Tigers, move up to 8-3 now, and Lyman on the road next weekend. So it'll be fun.
Yes, it sure will be.
Yep. Well, that's going to do it for us today. Again, we apologize to our sponsors. Some kind of a glitch inside the computer wouldn't let us play the spots today and be heard, and the video was out too. So, gosh darn it, these technical things, but at least we had an old-time radio broadcast. How about that?
It was marvelous learning from you, so thank you.
Want to thank Kevin Shields, our general manager, for the opportunity to do these games. Leanne Sanderson back at the studio, thank you very much for your help today. And to my partner here, Jerry, much more thanks again for being here and helping out. And your wife, Michelle, with the camera that we didn't need today, but she was here just in case.
Yep.
So we appreciate it. And that's it from Wheatland. Our final score again, Lander Valley 40, Wheatland 38. This is Ernie Over bidding everyone a very pleasant good afternoon, and we'll see you on the radio next weekend in Lyman. That's it. Leanne, you can take us off. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.